Teller have been performing for 5 decades, so you've got to be a little crazy to think that you can fool these guys. Well, lucky for us, we've got 4 insanely talented magicians who are ready to attempt that feat. So everyone, go nuts for the stars of our show, Penn and Teller! Magician fools Penn and Teller, they walk out of here with a Fool Us trophy and a spot performing in Penn and Teller's Vegas Magic Spectacular. So let's meet our first possible fooler.
I see Penn as my main Fool Us adversary because I'm doing a circus routine, and Penn says he's carny trash, so there's some sawdust in his blood. In a way, Toronto itself was my first theater. I started with street magic, where you draw in an audience from strangers. I think a background in street magic really helps me roll with anything that happens on stage. Life's supposed to be an adventure. I've jumped from planes, I swim with sharks. Weirdly, fire has always been a part of my life. My girlfriend is a fire dancer, and we met choreographing a fire show. And my stepdad was a fireman, a hero. He showed me about facing danger instead of running from it. Because human lives can change in an instant. You think you're secure until things hit you when you aren't looking. Magic helped me so much when real danger found me. I'm gonna tell that story on stage because telling it helps me process what happened. When Penn and Teller see me perform, they'll also be watching me heal.
He's about to blow your mind. From Canada, here's Spencer Skur.
The magician Harry Blackstone Jr. once said, "You should never perform anything on stage more dangerous than what you would do in your own living room." And the magic I'm about to show you is something I started working on after my living room and entire house blew up. Not because I was doing dangerous magic, just to be clear. But it's true, a few years ago, my house was destroyed in an explosion. And somehow my roommates and I made it out unharmed. But picking up all the pieces and putting our lives back together was a long and painful ordeal. So I decided to fight fire with fire. And the magic you're about to see is what really helped me process and untangle a lot of those difficult emotions. It's about danger, it's about destruction, and it's about fire. But it's also about healing. And to make sure everyone can see this, I've got a much bigger piece of rope here and a much, well, the same pair of scissors. But I'm going to need a little help from Penn and Teller. Penn, Teller, would you join me up here on stage, please? Thank you so much for joining me. Now, when you see a pair of scissors and a piece of rope in magic, well, I think you can guess what's about to happen next. But I want everyone to see that damage nice and close. That's pretty even. But this magic is all about putting things back together. And technically, these ropes are now back together. But I promised you something a little bit better than that, right? I promised you all some more danger. I promised you all some destruction. And I promised you all some more fire. Now, before we set anything on fire, though, Penn, Teller, could I have you each put on those pairs of fireproof gloves next to you?
Sure.
Penn, I'll have you grab this one in your right hand, wrap it around once to keep it nice and secure. Teller, I'll have you do the same with your left hand in this one. Wrap it around nice and tight to keep it secure. Keep a little bit of slack in this rope because we're going to lower it down into that fuel can right there. Okay. So I'll have you two come together just a little bit, and we're going to go back to the fuel. And right into this can right here. Because the louder everyone here claps and cheers, the more fuel we will add. Are you ready? That should be good. Now I'll have you two walk that knot just forward past those tables. Keep a little bit of slack in the rope. And stand with your feet apart facing the audience. Excellent. Both hands on the rope. And in a minute, we're going to count down nice and loud. 3, 2, 1. And when I say pull, you're going to snap that rope nice and tight between you. The faster and the snappier you do it, the better. But now, it's time to add the fire. And to me, fire isn't just a force for destruction. It can also be a force of healing. There is something cathartic, something therapeutic about handling a thing as dangerous as fire. In a situation where you know everything will be okay. And as that burns, I invite everyone here to look into the flames. Think about a time in your own lives where things became whole again, even though it felt like they would be in pieces forever. And keep your eyes on the knot as we all count down together. Penn, Teller, are you ready?
Yes.
Audience, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go, nice and loud. 3, 2, 1, pull! And that right there is one solid piece of rope. Completely reconnected.
Spencer Skur, everyone! Woo! Did your house really burn down?
My house really blew up and it was on fire a little bit.
What happened?
There was basically an explosion in my neighbor's unit that knocked our house off the foundations. And...
Oh my gosh. I was going to ask you if it was part of a rehearsal.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Wow. Have you ever gotten hurt rehearsing something like this?
I've never had a burn that was felt an hour later working on this routine. The worst burn I actually got was from a glue gun working on a prop in my living room.
That is good.
Which makes the Harry Blackstone Jr. quote perfectly accurate. So...
Would you say that in some way that you are an adrenaline junkie?
I think maybe a little bit. I think in a weird way, danger kind of calms me down. If you're holding a piece of fire in front of you, your brain can only really worry about that, and everything else kind of fades away, and it's pyrotherapy, I guess.
Okay, Spencer, let's find out if your fire magic earned you a new Fool Us trophy.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Spencer, boy, fire is so good. Frankenstein was wrong. Fire, good. The audience loved it. We loved it. You know, cut and restored ropes, cut and restored anything are a really wonderful trick. Always intellectually interesting, always counterintuitive. Using fire as a magical cause is really good. Giving it a story is just fabulous. It was just a wonderful, wonderful routine. It's very hard to make a cut and restored rope mean something, also be exciting, and also to have a really clear magical cause. And we just loved everything about it. Unfortunately for you, sitting here, there is a collective 100 years of doing magic. And we have done an awful lot of torn and restored things in our lives. And although the knot was beautiful, all that stuff was beautiful, it's all stuff we are familiar with, but man, the fire added so much. So we don't think you fooled us, but man, we love you.
Sounds like they loved it, but what do you think? Do they know how you did your magic?
It's Penn and Teller. They know how I did it.
It was a wonderful trick. We enjoyed that so much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Come
much,
back and
Brooke.
see us.
I would love to.
Pleasure having you. Spencer Skur. Tonight's finale will be performed by Penn and Teller. Before that, our boys take on more of the world's best magicians, so stay close. Welcome back. We searched the globe to find the best magic tricks performed by magicians like this one.
I'm Markus Tervo from Finland. Finns are the happiest people in the world. But why? Is it the saunas? Or the cold weather? Or maybe both? And what makes me happy? Magic. I've done it 20 years. My friend and I started a magic theater, a space where Finnish magicians can be happy. This is the only magic theater in Helsinki, and we are very proud of it. But why stop there? 4 years ago, I applied to fool us, and finally, I am here. Penn and Teller. Today, I'm very happy to try to fool you with the Finnish national secret to our happiness.
Here's one fine Finn. Give it up for Markus Tervo.
Hello, I'm Markus Tervo, all the way from Finland. Did you know us Finns are the happiest people in the world? Yes, take that, Sweden. Also, we drink the most coffee per person. So, America, you want to be happy? Yes, the secret is coffee. And I'll make you coffee in the traditional Finnish style. For that, we need a can-do attitude, or a can will do. Coffee can. Next, we need a coffee cup of glass. And the most important ingredient for coffee is coffee. So, let's test the beans. Boom. Delicious. Let's fill her up. So, okay, can of beans. Next, we stack the can on top of cup. And we make sure the bag is empty. Empty! And we cover the beans. And to make the beans in the can into coffee, we say the traditional Finnish magic words. Free healthcare. Free education. Freaking cold. Whoa, that's why the coffee is hot. So, remember kids, safety first, always use Mr. Glove, hello, when touching hot items. You ready? Yeah. Ben, please, do you like coffee?
I do.
Would you be willing to taste?
Yeah.
There you are. It's Finnish coffee. Do you like it?
Very good.
It's very good, but it's not yet Finnish. It's not yet finished. There is some sugar. And you like some milk?
Sure.
Oh, there's some milk. Okay, are you happy? Actually, I'm not done. I hope you're hungry. There's for you a cinnamon bun.
Well, thank you
Please take
so
the bun.
much. Thank you.
Because you know, in Finland, cinnamon bun and coffee are like pen and Teller. What a combination. Thank you.
Marcus Turbo! Well done.
Thank you.
How are you?
Oh, happy.
Tell us some fun facts about Finland.
Oh, fun facts. Well, this is, not everyone agrees, but Santa Claus is from Finland.
Really?
Yeah, it was from the Lapland.
We've been sending our mail to the wrong place all these years, you guys. Are you really the most caffeinated country in the world?
Yes.
I mean, I drink a lot of coffee.
According to the studies, it's 7 to 8 cups on average.
Wow.
7 to 8.
Why is that?
Why? I think it's cold, it's dark, it's depressing. So
Then how are you so happy all the time?
it's cafe.
Is it possible that winning a Fool Us trophy would make you even happier?
Of course. When you're happy, you always want to be more happy.
I agree. Let's find out. Let's see if the boys are going to make you happy tonight.
Hey, Marcus, we don't need coffee to make us happy. You made us wicked happy. We just love that routine. Your style is so good. And this also, this is one of the only acts where we could smell it coming. We could smell the coffee just the instant that you produced it. It didn't give anything away, but we knew. Are you just eating beans?
Yes, yeah.
So you're just going to be speeding your brains out.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry I'm talking so slowly for you. When you spilled the beans, you kind of did spill the beans. It's a tarbell trick. And we also used a very similar method when we turned rice into maggots on the David Letterman show.
Beautiful.
That isn't code words, that's just true. The production of the plate for the cinnamon roll was really startling and really remarkable, and we had to work on that one a little bit. You did a beautiful job at everything, just a wonderful, wonderful performance, and I know that your happiness will override the fact that, come on, you're gonna boo me, I know it.
We are.
That we think we figured out most of it. All of it. Listen, they hate me.
Did all that hocus pocus make sense to you? Is that right? Did they figure it out, Marcus?
I think you guys know the secret to happiness.
Wonderful, Mark.
Thank you, guys.
That was wonderful magic. Thank you so much. That was really fun.
Really a pleasure.
Thank you. Marcus Turbo. Come back for more amazing magic when Fool Us returns. Welcome back, everyone. Penn and Teller are 2 for 2 so far. See if their streak continues as we meet our next fooler.
I'm from Madrid, España, but I perform all over the world. I am the kind of Spanish magician that Penn and Teller loves to hate.
Adrian, another Spaniard. Damn you all.
Sorry.
The whole world knows how amazing Spanish card magic is, but few can copy it. I think the reason for this is what flamenco dancers call duende. An emotion beyond emotion, a thing you must feel to express it. I think that Fool Us is a game between friends. Last time, Penn said,
This time, you didn't fool us. Next time, I bet you will.
and now, next time is here. Deseadme suerte. Wish me luck.
Please welcome the magical Adrian Vega.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So I am so happy being here on this stage one more time. As maybe you remember, last time you didn't give me any gift, you didn't give me any trophy, but I am okay. I am okay with that. Because this time I have a very special gift for you. Yeah? It's over here under the silk, but first I would like to choose 3 different random spectators using, of course, these 3 paper balls. So hands up, my friend, hands up, because the first ball gonna be for You, teller. sorry. So teller, you catch the ball, put like that so everybody can see. And with your other hand, just show a number, whatever you want. I am a professional, so whatever you want. Yes? So everybody can see teller, can see the number, can see the ball. So very slowly, can you hold the ball very slowly? Perfect. Professional teller, fantastic. And keep the ball for later, because maybe it's important. Because I need more spectators. I need 2 more spectators. So let's start with the next one. And the next one is gonna be for you, Penn. Yeah, sorry, so you can put your hands up. Nice catch, perfect, Penn. So we have a value that finally you choose 2, right? Now we need a color. Penn, what do you want, red or black?
Red.
Red, are you sure?
Yeah.
So if you know, a deck of cards, you have the red, and they are hearts and diamonds, right? What do you want, hearts or diamonds?
Diamonds.
Diamonds. Are you sure, or do you want to change for hearts?
I'll change to
Or
hearts.
maybe for a spade? Or maybe to clubs?
I'll change to spades.
Okay, I am a professional, look at me. So what do you finally want?
2 spades.
2 of spades, sure? Okay, so let's see. So we have a value, we have a color, we have a suit, finally a spade, right? But we need one more decision. But before to choose her, is the moment to show you my gift. And as you know, I am a magician, so I bring for you a special deck of cards. But what is better than 1 special deck of cards? 2, perfect. So 2 special deck of cards like this. 1 blue, 1 red. So the last decision gonna be, obviously, for you, Brock. So, my friend, can you catch the ball? Perfect. So we have 2 decks, blue and red. So you will have the final decision and maybe the most important decision tonight. Blue or red?
Red.
Red. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Or do you want to change?
I'm sure, red.
So no blue.
Not blue.
No blue. Good decision. So maybe now is the moment to open my gift. Can you join me on stage, my friend?
Sure.
Yes. So I will not do anything. I'm gonna wait for you. Yes, Bertha, thank you so much. Because maybe a gift, a deck of cards, is not a magical gift until we see what there is inside. And inside we have 52 different cards, but they are blank. Can you touch it?
Yes.
They are totally blank. Blank for one side, and of course blank in the other side, right? 52 blank cards like this maybe is not magical until we see that maybe there are only 51. Only 51 blank cards from one side and in another, and only 1 printed card in the middle. Totally random, we finally choose, because you change a lot of times, we choose the 2 of spades. This was my present for you, and I hope you like it. 2 of spades, yeah, can you touch it? Yeah. Yes? 2 of spades.
Wow.
So, my friend, this is my first gift for you. So you can keep it as a souvenir. You say souvenir?
Yes,
Yeah, from Spain.
perfect.
Souvenir from Spain.
Perfecto.
You can go back for 1 second because I promise different presents, different gifts for you. The first one is in your hands, but the other gift is also in your hands. Because also we choose 3 different random spectators with 3 different paper balls in full view from the beginning and also in your hands before you took the decision. But I will ask you to open the ball pen, open the ball teller, open your ball, Brock, because maybe my gift was also in your hands from the beginning.
Oh, whoa. Whoa. There you go.
2 of spades! Yeah!
Adrian Vega, everyone.
Thank you so much.
How scary was it to involve all 3 of us in this trick?
Yes.
Is that risky because so many things could go wrong?
Exactly, yes. And also this is a kind of new act, so even it's a little bit more risky.
So is that when it's the most fun, when an act is new?
Yes, it's even more exciting because you have to control everything, but you have to be focused to entertain the audience. So you have a lot of things going on and keep you fresh.
What do you hope that the audience feels?
Yeah, first I would like to feel the impossible because it's our job, right? But second, I will like they can forget a little bit about the problems that everybody has. So if they can forget the problems for a few minutes, I will be more than happy.
Do you have other passions besides magic?
Yeah, my family. My baby is 2 years and a half, and now I will have another baby very soon. So
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So that is my biggest passion. Yeah, totally. Changed everything.
All right, Adrian, let's go to the boys and find out if they know how you made your magic.
Okay,
you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Boys?
Let's go.
Adrian, good to see you, boy. This is a great trick. It's really a great trick. I mean, we loved it. Teller said at the end, the first thing he said was, that is so beautiful, it's something a Spanish magician would come up with. Because, you know, the Spanish magicians are always one ahead of American magicians. They're just, every one of you guys are just the greatest. I mean, it's just, love it so much. And the structure of this is so simple. You've got it laid out there so that everything on stage matters. It's just absolutely beautiful all the way through. We just loved everything about it. It's just really, really wonderful. And to do a trick like this on a bare stage where everything has to matter takes a lot of balls. And you had 3 of them right there.
Yeah.
Did a wonderful, wonderful job. I don't think we have a gift for you this time. I feel awful not reciprocating, but I hope you'll come back again, and I hope we get to give you a gift then. It was really wonderful.
I will, my friend.
You
Thank
will, you will.
Yeah.
Mi amigo, gracias.
We loved it. We loved it. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Adrian Vega, everyone. Stay with us, because we've got more fantastic magic on the way right after this. Welcome back. Let's reveal the identity of our next magic marvel.
I'm a modern magician with a vintage vibe. A 90s girl who parties like it's 1965. Back in the 60s, women went to extremes. Big hair, big eyelashes. Blending all that playfulness with magic was the natural for me. It's all about freedom and keeping it fun. I grew up in Australia. I was a misfit kid tuned into the weird wavelengths. So, of course, I landed in Hollywood, where you cast yourself in your own life story and can choose the character you'll be. My husband Greg is a successful performer in his own right. We boost and lean on each other. To really create, you need support and understanding. Fortunately, that's our family. I think Penn and Teller can be fooled. I like that. That makes it fun. I've worked hard, and I think I have a shot at fooling. So Penn, Teller, welcome to the party.
Give it up for the electric mind of Simone Turkington.
I've been fascinated with the paranormal ever since I first saw the movie Ghostbusters. And one of the most interesting things I've learned is that negative reinforcement can almost magically release a person's extrasensory perception. So I wanted to demonstrate that for you tonight using these ESP testing cards and with help from a fearless volunteer like Brooke Burke.
Hey, hi.
Thank you so much for helping.
Pleasure.
Now, first, let's establish if you have any innate ESP ability. So to begin with, could you please tell me which of these 5 symbols would you like to focus on?
How about the star?
Star, okay? So we'll take out the star, and I'll take out the wavy lines for contrast, okay? So while I mix these up behind my back, I want you to try and tap into your 6th sense, okay? Now, I can see where the star is located. Now, Brooke, do you think the star is in position 1 or position 2?
1.
You think it's in position 1? Sadly, no. The star was in position 2. So even with a 50-50 chance, it would seem that you do not possess any ESP ability. But don't feel bad. I'm here to help.
Okay.
So let me ask you an important question. Now, do you have a heart condition, pacemaker, epilepsy, any condition that might preclude you from receiving an electric shock?
What do you mean? I mean, no, I don't, but
No,
what
don't?
do you mean?
Well, I needed to know that because let's get your ESP going. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to hold on to these 2 electrodes. Hold them very tightly. Don't let go.
Am I gonna regret volunteering?
You
for
might,
this?
but I'm just going to fire the old girl up. Okay, here we go. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to keep asking you questions, okay?
Okay. I'm scared.
Okay. So I'm going to keep asking you questions, and if you get the question right, nothing happens. But if you get it wrong, like you just did, then...
Oh no. Okay, wait. Okay, I was already nervous, but wait, really?
Yeah. But you will be required to receive an electric shock.
You guys.
But the idea is that the unpleasantness will motivate you to do better next time, okay?
Sweaty. Okay, wait. Oh my God.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try that again now, okay?
Okay.
Remember what's at stake. Looking for the star now, Brooke. Do you believe the star is in position 1 or position 2?
1. Oh, come on.
No, she got it this time. There we go. There is the star in position 1. Okay, so I think you get it now. If she gets it right, nothing happens. But if she gets it wrong, then she gets an electric shock. Okay, so let's make it harder now. How do you think you'd fare finding the position of 1 card in 5? I hope for your sake you'll do well, because as much as I enjoy administering electric shocks, I really actually do want you to succeed. Okay, now which of the remaining symbols would you like to focus on now?
The circle.
Circle, okay. So we'll add the circle, and we'll add the remaining 2 as well. So now I'm going to mix these up. Now you're looking at a 1 in 5 chance now. What can I do to motivate you
I'm already
into
scared.
getting this right, okay? Raise the stakes again. I'm not going to shock you, but I am going to raise the...
Maybe it's all my jewelry. It's making this even worse.
It might, okay? But just don't think about how that's going to feel. Try and focus on the circle. Do you believe the circle is in position 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
3.
3? You feel good about that? I mean, she
No.
actually hesitated for just a moment, but I think she pretty quickly realized, and I think we can all see that indeed the circle is in position 3. Okay, so we can see her ESP is improving with every turn, so now I think you are ready for the ultimate test.
Okay.
Okay, now for me to just mix these up and then hold up 1 random 5 cards, and for you to just name them correctly in order.
Oh,
Well, the odds of getting that right,
not great.
no, they're 1 in 120, as a matter of fact. So with odds that low, we're gonna have to raise the stakes really, really high. So I'm just gonna crank that all the way to the max. Now, don't worry, Brooke, I wouldn't do anything to you. I wouldn't do it to myself. I have shocked myself at this level before. It won't kill you, but it definitely sucks. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Brooke, focus. What symbol am I thinking of right now?
Oh gosh. The plus sign. Jeez.
And now?
The circle. I have to get all of them right?
If you don't want that.
Think harder. The squiggly lines. Okay. 2 more.
Oh, you're almost there.
The star.
Okay, and the last one has to be a square. So as I said, the odds of naming all 5 of those right, 1 in 120. Very low odds. But it comes as no shock to me that Brooke Burke does in fact have ESP!
Simone Turkington. Wow. I mean, that might be the last time I'm volunteering up here, guys. That was really intense. Is this even legal?
I don't know. I'm yet to test that out.
How did you come up with this idea?
Well, I did mention Ghostbusters in the beginning, and that's where the first time I ever saw those ESP symbols was in Ghostbusters, and he is testing people's ESP and giving them electric shocks for the wrong answer. So when I had this effect, I was like, what can I do to add to this? And I was like, electric shocks, of course.
Well, I myself would not be shocked if you pick up a Fool Us trophy, but let's check in with the boys and find out. Are we ready?
Well, Simone, that was wonderful. You know, we spend all our time being in this uncomfortable position while Brooke gets to strut around in her bell-bottoms. It was good to see her tortured for a change.
Thanks, guys.
We enjoyed that very, very much. Put her in the hot seat now and again.
Glad to help.
It's a great routine. It's a great premise.
Thank you.
Negative reinforcement gets a bad rap nowadays. It's a really funny premise. You know, my buddy Andrew, I got a buddy named Andrew who's really into baseball. He's been trying to teach me about it. And there's so much, because I didn't play baseball. I never cared about sports. But when you hit a double in baseball, somebody's going to slide into second. Somebody's going to do that, get a slide into second after you hit a double. And that's all I've learned so far.
Right.
Next week, we're going to take on bunting, I suppose. And I want to tell you that I can't hit this enough. I mean, Brooke is very attractive when she's being shocked.
Thanks, Penn. You know what? Don't get used to this, anyone.
HR is going to get on me for this, but you're more magnetic when you're being shocked. You just are.
I've been saying yes.
Every single
far
person
too
should come out here and hook up one of those fake e-meters to you and just shock the hell out of you. But
the things I
as
do.
much as you shocked the hell out of Brooke, I don't think you fooled us, and I may have snuck in a few things there, here and there.
Do they know how you did your trick?
They know.
No, you brought us joy, though.
That's good. Yeah.
You brought us a lot of joy. Thank you so much. I hope we get to do that again.
Thank you.
Or maybe not. Simone Turkington. Thank you. We're almost out of time. Almost. We've saved the last slot for our Las Vegas legends. See Penn and Teller perform when Fool Us returns. With a magical jam session with Mike Jones on organ, Kurt Geiger on drums, and of course, the stars of our show, Penn and Teller.
I woke up this morning, it was so hot in the desert. I knew the sky was all so blue. I dusted my broom and then I knew what I had. I had to play my blue kazoo. I opened the case, it was all glittery. It was like it was covered in dew. But there was nothing in it, it was empty. There was nothing. I didn't have my blue kazoo. I was on the killing floor. My heart was broken. I won't play no other hue, only one kind I'll ever play, and that is my blue kazoo. I asked Brooke Burke, I said, hey baby, can you help me out? I asked the Foolers, can you do some voodoo? But I just had pink ones now. I didn't have my take it to the bridge, guys. I need some help from everyone. I need you to hold them up real high. I need you to put them in your mouth, and I need you to blow. It's time. Get on it. Play kazoo to the music. Get on it. Play kazoo to the funky music. Penn and Teller got a message for y'all. Oh, The squares go home. Blow, big man, blow. The audience, they were so great. They played with love and they played with soul too. I knew they were gonna save me so much. I just knew I was gonna find my blue kazoo. 1, 2, 3.
It's time to load the band and head out. Thanks to all of tonight's magicians, and good night, everyone, from Las Vegas. Here's our host, Brooke Burke. Welcome to Fool Us. To beat Penn and Teller, some magicians bring tricks they've been perfecting for years. Others premiere something here for the first time, hoping P&T have never seen anything like it. So no one knows what to expect, especially not the stars of our show, Penn and Teller. Magician clever enough to fool P&T walks off our stage with the coveted Fool Us trophy. Can tonight's first magician pull it off? Let's meet them right now.
Hi, I'm Patrick Livingstone. Magic is my family legacy. My great-great-uncle was a vaudeville magician. In our home, artifacts like a 1920s chalice that turns fire into handkerchiefs were just part of the decor. When I moved to San Francisco, I began street performing. And quickly, I learned that you have to fail a lot to get better. And there's a freedom in failing. It's how you grow. As an out and proud magician, I believe that magic can be anything that we dream it to be. Being different isn't just okay, it's necessary. I've channeled this belief into creating a show in Chicago that is filled with 100% of my own unique tricks. Tonight, I hope to show everyone that embracing the real you can lead to something truly unique.
Here's West Coast conjurer Patrick Livingstone.
Well, my great-great-uncle was a vaudeville magician. His name was Al Caroselli, and his magic is included in this classic book, Greater Magic. It was published back in 1938. Now, he was also given special mention for an important creation of his. He handcrafted the best version of something that allows you to take an American half dollar and pass it through a bottle. Now, Penn, Teller, you guys have to check out the workmanship on this thing. I mean, it looks and feels absolutely perfect. It really is a real bottle. The bottom, the sides, the top. And Teller, you'd appreciate this. The coin is real as well. Take a look. Yeah, take a look. Thank you. Thank you, yes. Now, in order for me to actually prove it to you guys, there's only one way to do it. The only way to prove it's a real coin is to break the bottle. But let's try a less barbaric approach. I recently learned that an updated version of this book is being published nearly 90 years after the original publication. I mean, this could be my opportunity to create an even more impossible trick. I mean, maybe it's worthy of a new legacy. Now, I knew it needs to be something different, something unexpected, not a trick with coins, not a trick with cards, and it's here in this book. Chapter 26, an egg. Now, does anyone here in the audience happen to have a fresh egg with them here tonight? No? No? Well, that's perfectly fine because I happen to have one right here in my pocket. So let's do it all together. I want to try it together. We're going to count to 3 and make this happen. It's an egg and the bottle. You guys ready to count with me? Yes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. The egg inside the bottle. Seriously, it's a real egg. It's a real bottle. You can even check it out. The bottom, the sides, the egg. Now, there is only one way to prove this to you, that it's a real egg, and that's to break it. That's right, to break it. But we're not going to break the bottle. We're going to break the egg. You can touch it and feel it and smell it and even drink it like Rocky Balboa and prove to yourself that that is in fact a real egg and everything I said is completely true. Thank you very much.
Patrick Livingstone, everyone. I love to see them just stumped and examining the props.
Look at those guys.
So what made you want to be a magician?
Well, it's a true story that my great-great-uncle was a vaudeville magician. He'd also do ventriloquism, and he played the banjo. It was a really an old-timey, great family show.
What other type of acts are in your show?
Well, I do a trick with a simple cardboard box, and at the end of the show, I'm floating above just like an astronaut.
And how did you learn how to do that?
How did I learn how to levitate? Well, I was part of the X-Men. Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me about the ring that you're wearing?
Yeah, absolutely. So this actually was the ring that my great-great-uncle would manufacture. And he handed these rings out to some of his friends who attended a Houdini seance back in the late 1920s. And these rings were meant to kind of help bring Houdini back to life.
How cool. So your great-great-uncle was kind of the Lord of the Rings? That's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow my beard out as well, yes.
Patrick, it's time to go to Penn and Teller, and I want to see if your egg in a bottle scrambled their magic brains. Shall we? Boys, are you ready?
Patrick, is it really your great-great-uncle that...
It's Al Caracelli, yeah. He's there on page 70 and page 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really great. And, of course, Teller has that very book.
You have it at home.
Greater Magic, yeah. So, and that is a wonderful, wonderful trick that we've all done. It's a fabulous trick. But that is a trick, Patrick, that is, what, 80 years old?
Sure.
So it is one of the older tricks in the book.
Yes,
so you're kind of having a tough time trying to fool us with a trick that's that old, but you have changed it. Oh, it's a good trick. It's a really, really good trick. And there's some stuff in there that's really, really clever. But we think that when you held this bottle up, when we originally saw the bottle, before it had the egg in it, We think that at that moment, it was baseless. We think that it was kind of magically put together in front of us right in that instant, and it's just really, really well done. We think that you didn't fool us, that you just did it at that instant.
So I never had a baseless bottle in this routine with me today. There's not one with me here today, as a matter of fact.
There's no bottle without a base in it.
That is correct.
Well, okay, I'm gonna get another try.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not supposed to do this.
Okay.
If that's not the case,
Yeah.
then is it possible you fooled us?
I hope so.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
you did.
Woo! Oh my gosh, you fooled them! We've got another fooler, everyone! Well done! Well done! Congratulations! Patrick Livingstone! Fantastic, Patrick. We loved it. Penn and Teller are flummoxed, flabbergasted, and other F words as well. More magicians will try to fool our boys when we come back. Welcome back. We've already had one act walk out of here with a Fool Us trophy. Let's see if we can make it two.
We are good friends and we like to laugh. In Uruguay, there is no tradition of stage magic.
Show business is live music mostly.
And we were sound technicians. So we work with real performance that teach you to claim the stage.
As children, we both fooled around with magic.
As beginners,
We were bad. So we took a big chance.
we came to Las Vegas not to perform, but to study.
Learning showmanship in the city of showmanship blew us away. We are not Las Vegas magicians, but we learn a lot about what we know right here.
We think we can fool them just because
The method is very original.
that makes me feel ready for Penn and Teller.
We are ready.
Uruguay, don't I introduce you to the magic of duo Hitma.
What is not named does not exist. But if it is named, then it becomes a reality. Our reality is as fragile as these two.
Wine glasses.
Our reality is entirely built by the magical power of words.
Uruguay no más.
This is a popular Uruguayan expression that we use when we make an international achievement.
And we are indeed very happy to be with all of you tonight here in United States and in front of Penn and Teller.
We came from far away to share with you an important message for us.
We hope at the end of our presentation, this message becomes important for all of you too.
Important messages need powerful words. Teller, do you agree with that?
Santurio, Teller.
Sure. Sorry. As I said, important messages need powerful words like these ones.
We are living in a kind of chaos.
Yes, because of the lack of communication.
So we need to start to listen and tolerate each other. Otherwise, everything will become a complete confusion.
We need to practice empathy. Empathy is like walking a mile in someone else's shoes, feeling what they feel and showing you care.
We need empathy to be able to communicate our message.
Through empathy
and respect, we empower ourselves and others.
With courage, we pursue our best dreams and wishes.
Love fuels our passion.
Make us believe in ourselves.
And find true freedom. Important messages need powerful words.
Powerful words that make us powerful.
Empathy, respect, empower, courage, wishes, love, passion,
Believe.
freedom.
Thank you.
We are all as fragile as this wine glass when we are alone and isolated from the rest.
And that's why we gotta be responsible of how we use our words and aware of their huge, huge power. Resilience. Resilience is the ability that we humans have to heal all the wounds of our soul.
Kintsugi is the Japanese art of repairing with gold what was broken and turning it into a unique and unrepeatable piece of art.
Abracadabra. That's a spell that makes the magic. And it means, as I am saying it, I am creating it.
These are not just simple words. These powerful words can be used to change reality.
Abracadabra.
What is not named does not exist. But when it is named, we are transformed forever.
Thank you.
What a powerful story.
This story came up in the pandemic, during pandemic. We see that people, families were fighting sometimes because of the thinking about it. So we start to hear that words were very important and we have to take care of that.
So do you think that the pandemic created tension and you were trying to relieve some of that?
Yes, we still need to look each other, to connect with each other, listen to each other, and try to make that empathy with everyone. Thank you.
If you had to pick one word, what do you think is the most powerful word in this act?
Well, resilience for me.
Resilience.
Resilience.
Do you agree?
Totally. I think we have little time to spend in this earth, so enjoy it. Try to enjoy it. Try to give love. Try to listen to each other. I mean, magic is everywhere. Thank you.
Okay, Santorio and Tristan, let's see if you fooled the boys.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, do a hikmah. We just love you.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
just great. It was just so wonderful all the way through. And the thing you did with the words is based on the sympathetic card trick, as you know. But what made it great was you did not fall into the trap that Americans do of thinking that everything has to be simple. You really weren't afraid to use really heavy words and really make it mean something. And I think a lot of times magicians we see try so hard to make it light and conversational, they take all the meaning away. So you took a trick that when we've seen it before is just a card trick with suits lining up, but you made it with the heaviest words possible, you know, so you didn't fall into that trap. And the wine glasses restoration was just beautiful, and it had a kind of sincerity. At the same time, it had a surreal quality that we just thought was just delightful. I just liked every moment of it. not to mention that Billy Gibbons is a friend of mine, so it's nice to think about ZZ Top for a moment. But you guys are just great. I think I've snuck in a few words. I don't think you fooled us, but man, did you guys delight us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Cruz. Thank you, everyone. Uruguay nomás.
So, tell me, Santorio and Tristan, ¿entiendes? Did you fool them?
No, we don't, but we are very grateful that they loved us.
We all loved you
That's
very much.
important.
Thank you so much. Duo Hikma. Our showcase of the world's best magic continues right after this. Hello again. Now that you're back, we can bring out our next amazing act.
Hi, I'm Sho Takashige, and I'm from Yamaguchi, Japan. I do all sorts of magic, but coins are my favorite. I was a teenager when I got into magic, and it changed my life. I had anxiety in social situations. My anxiety was so bad, sometimes I didn't go to school. When I was 19, I started to perform as a street magician and quickly understood I wouldn't last long if I couldn't even introduce myself to people. Magic gave me a reason to push past those barriers and achieve so many wonderful things. The trick I am performing tonight is inspired by my time as a street performer. It is my dream to fool the great magicians Penn and Teller and prove to my family that I am a world-class magician.
All the way from Japan, put your hands together for Sho Takashige. Did this trick come out of your time as a street performer?
ストリート上で大道芸をしているときにこのマジックのアイデアを思いついたんですか？
そうですね。僕の、地元でパフォーマンスしているときになかなかお金がもらえないっていう思いがあって、その感情をこうストーリーに乗せてマジックにしました。
What did you learn from being a street performer that's helped you with your magic?
結構お客さんはいろんな方がいて、マジックに協力的な方もいれば邪魔をしてくる人もいますから、ある日ストリートマジックをしていたらその日に稼いだお金を知らない通りすがりの男性が取っていってしまったんです。すごくきつい辛かったです。路上の厳しさ、ストリートの厳しさ、それに耐える、メンタルっていうのを学びました。
Okay, show. Let's find out if you fooled Penn and Teller. Boys?
Hey, show. Now, what you're doing there is fabulous. What you're doing there is a miser's dream. Now, miser's dream is one of the straightforward plots in magic. You can just say miser's dream, people know what it means, but it's not done like that anymore. People forget the dream part of miser's dream. They forget the whole plot. And you've done something very complicated and very beautiful in taking the plot of a trick that we all know, really doing it. Everybody else kind of half-ass version of it. You do it fully assed. Very, very, very well. That plot of a person who's trying to solicit money on the street, actually having the dream with the music of having a lot of money. And then when people say miser's dream, they usually mean one particular technique, which you don't use at all. Use all these new techniques, brand new. The whole idea is pure all the way through. It's so artfully directed with the black shirt and all that, just laid out like that. It's just beautiful to actually take an idea that people have done in magic and do that idea all the way with no compromises whatsoever. It was just fabulous. And I know there's a little bit of a language barrier here, but I think we snuck in a few things to give you some idea that although we loved this and the audience loved it, we don't think you fooled us. And then they turn on me.
Show, do they know how you made your magic?
Yes.
Yes. Well, you didn't fool them, but you were wonderful. You entertained us all. We loved it. Thank you so much. Sho Takashige, thank you. You'll see Penn and Teller perform tonight's finale, but first, you'll see them possibly get fooled when Fool Us returns. To our next delightful deceiver.
This may sound strange, but my magic was shaped by soap operas. Growing up in front of the TV, soap operas taught me about storytelling, suspense, and plot twists. Get out! They taught me the blueprints on how to design a good magic show. The other big influence on my magic is my previous role working with kids with special needs. Magic helps me build rapport with them and to help create a safe space for them to talk about their feelings. Working with kids was like a master class. I learned so much on how to predict behavior. Wow. Penn, Teller, I'm a children's clinician and a magician.
Let's see if the tools I've learned can help fool you.
Welcome to the Fool Us stage, Amanda Lindsay.
As a
kid, I had a sixth sense for knowing how other people were feeling, and Mom and Pop encouraged me to study therapy. And as a therapist, I discovered I could help people by predicting their future behaviors, which surprises some people because, well, I'm dressed like a 1980s soap opera star, and I sound like I'm from Fargo. Let's put these skills to the test with my prediction, eh? Here I have a deck of playing cards. And on the back, they're all randomly numbered between 1 and 52. So, Penn, tell me when to stop on a number that you like.
Okay. Stop.
25 or 4?
4. 25 or 6 to 4. 4, yes.
4? Perfect, nice choice. Now, Penn, let's see what card you landed on. The 9 of diamonds. Now, Penn, that would be amazing if inside this envelope was your card.
Yeah.
But this is for Penn and Teller Fool Us, so I say we do something truly incredible. I say we create a unique number based on your card choices. So let's see. We're all gonna need to think of a different card. So how about this? We've already used diamonds. Teller, tell me either a club, heart, or spade. Heart? Okay, which heart would you like? 4 of hearts? Great. Oh, I'm about to find it. The 4 of hearts. And your card number is 12. All right. Now, Teller, you could have picked any of the hearts. You could have picked, I don't know, this 2 of hearts, and it would have been 2. So let's see, we've used diamonds, we've used hearts. All right, Brooke, pick either a club or a spade, any card from those.
Club.
A club, okay. Which of the clubs would you like to use?
9.
9 of clubs. Good choice, Brooke. All right, and your 9 of clubs lands on number 27. So let's see, we use clubs, we use diamonds. What are we missing here? Spades, thank you. All right, Penn, back to you. Which of the spades would you like to use?
Well, I would like to use the 5 of spades.
The 5 of spades. And the 5 of spades is number 48. And Penn, this whole outcome could have changed because of your choice. Let me do some quick math. All right, 12 plus 48, 60 plus 27, 87. So altogether, your 3 cards equal 87. We have the 9 of diamonds and 87. Inside this envelope is a single prediction. That says 9 of diamonds, 87. I know what you're thinking. She has another, she has more than one prediction inside that envelope. And you are absolutely correct. I do. However, all my predictions say 9 of diamonds, 87. 9 of diamonds, 87. 9 of diamonds, 87. 9 of diamonds, 87. 9 of diamonds, 87.
Amanda Lindsay, everyone. Wow, nice job, Amanda Lindsay. So you're a clinician and a magician. Do those two go together?
So yes, I am a children's clinician during the day and a magician at night.
Wow.
And I use magic tricks to work with the kiddos, make it a unique and fun experience, like a magic show. And in the office, I want to make sure that it's a safe environment for them to share their feelings.
You have a big heart. I bet you do a lot of good in the world.
I try to. In fact, right now, anything I make through social media, I donate to a animal charity.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Funny, magical, philanthropic. You are a great person. What would it mean to you to win a Fool Us trophy?
Okay, it would mean a whole lot to me because I'm an older millennial, so I don't have any participation trophies. And so this would be the one. This would be my only one.
This would be a good one. Let's just see if your prediction gets you a Fool Us trophy. Are we ready?
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Boys?
Well, Amanda, I love your accent so much, and I love this, I love the outfit. Everything about that is great. And the trick is really wonderful because it plays to something that Teller and I, but especially I, am obsessed with. I love magic tricks with multiple outs. So you did that really smooth thing at the end where you had the multiple outs that were all exactly the same, which led us down the wrong angle and made it kind of rough for us. But I think we worked it out a little bit, even with your charming accent and your wonderful, wonderful psychological advice. It's a really good trick. We know versions of this. It's usually not broken down into multiple cases, and that made it really nice. You did a great job, so charming, so delightful, and I think that maybe I snuck in a few words that we passed by kind of quickly.
I understand.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't fool them. But thank you for making me cool in front of the kiddos back home. So,
oh, great, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very cool, Amanda. Come back and see us. We really enjoyed that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amanda, Lindsay, everyone. If you can't wait to see Penn and Teller perform, you don't have to. A trick by our Masters of Magic coming up right after this. Welcome back to Fool Us. Here to close out the show are Penn and a special guest. Take it away, Penn.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Our guest for this final trick is so special. This guest was a winner last year on Fool Us, a fooler, and they're going to do a trick for us right now. Please welcome Moxie Gillette. Where's Gillette? It's Moxie Gillette. That's my child, Moxie Gillette. My child, my offspring, Moxie Gillette.
Yes.
We'll do a trick for you.
Yes,
Trick
okay.
by Moxie Gillette.
Yep,
Gillette,
too much.
take it over. Totally Moxie. Moxie,
too much.
Moxie.
Thank you.
Moxie Gillette.
Okay.
Moxie Gillette.
Hi. Somewhere over here. Can I have my randomly selected audience member, please? Thank you. I am Moxie. Nice to meet you.
Moxie Gillette. It's not just Moxie, it's Moxie Gillette. That's my offspring. That's Moxie Gillette right there. Already doing great, don't you think?
Yes.
Already great. All right, I'll be right over here.
Yep.
I'll be over here if you need me.
Okay.
But you're in good hands,
Yeah.
Moxie Gillette. Great sleight of hand. Great sleight of hand.
You can see that these are all different. And what I want you to do is just go ahead and touch the back.
Moxie, that's Moxie. 4 years old. We're on Zoom, and Moxie doing card tricks. Doing card tricks for Dad.
I can't
for
do this. Teller, can I?
Doing
Thank you.
card tricks
Thank
for
you.
Dad.
How do you
4
do
years
it?
old.
I can't.
4 years old doing card tricks for Dad. She was doing.
Oh, 50 years and you never quiet. Go ahead and touch the back of one of these. That one. Perfect. There is the card right there. And, oh, where is my pen? Oh, thank you. Go ahead and sign something recognizable on here, and I want you to remember that it is the 4 of spades, and you can remember that. Perfect. There you go. No. Go ahead and shuffle these in, and for the first time, can you tell me your name?
Michael.
Michael. Is that spelled normally?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and hold out your hand like a table. Perfect. And we're just gonna spell it. Ready?
Okay,
so
absolutely.
M-I-C-H-A-E-L.
A-E-L. We're good.
Okay, good. Then this right here will be your signed card, right? Right there. No. It's, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You have a last name. What's your last name?
Cheeves.
Huh.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
C-H.
C-H?
E-E.
Okay, we'll do it together. We'll do it together.
C-H-E-E-V-E-E-S.
S. Right here. That's because you have a pet. What's your pet's name?
Millie.
Millie.
Yes.
Oh my God. Cat, dog, what?
Cat.
Oh, good. Okay. M-I-L-L-L-L. M-I-L-L. Dude, what? Oh my God. Okay. Calm down. You're okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Your card was the 4 of spades,
Yes,
right?
sir, yes.
The 4 of spades. Oh, why did I do that? Okay. That right there is your sign.
4 spades! Sign! Moxie Gillette! Moxie Gillette! Here's my good. Go away. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's Moxie. Moxie Gillette. Moxie Gillette. Moxie.
For Penn, Teller, and of course, Moxie Gillette. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
From the Penn and Teller Theater at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, here's our host, Brooke Burke.
Welcome to Fool Us. Magic is for the birds. It's also for the coins, the cards, and sometimes even a cookie. You never know what our contenders will use to try to fool Magic's most accomplished duo, Penn and Teller. Tonight can win a coveted Fool Us trophy and a place in Penn and Teller's world-famous magic show. So let's meet our first magician.
People are surprised when they hear I'm a magician and a system engineer. To an audience, magic looks like the opposite of science. You're violating the laws of physics and the law of probabilities. But every magician became a magician because he wanted to know how a trick works. And an engineer thinks the same way too. I grew up on the island of Newfoundland on the east coast of Canada. Before magic, I loved playing hockey and still play every winter. And every summer, I would go to camp. That was full of card games and bad magic. But one year, I decided to learn good magic, and I practiced the trick for months. And when I came back to camp, everyone was blown away, and I became the card trick guy. You had the 6. I've been chasing that reaction ever since. Until recently, my performances have just been for friends and family, so Fool Us is the biggest step in my career, and by far the biggest room I've ever played. Because I work hard and take magic seriously, I think I got a chance.
Please welcome the creative mind of Clark Payne.
Penn, Teller, thank you so much for having me. When I was trying to decide what I wanted to share with you today, I was going back and forth with if I do this or if I do that. And then it hit me. The perfect trick to share with you is both the best parts of this and the best parts of that. I know that sounds a little confusing when I say it like that, but that's because everything I'm saying, I mean literally. And as you can see, here, I have this, and 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 this one, and this, and this. And the same for there. I have that, and that, and that, and that one, that too, that, 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 and that. In fact, there's exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of each. And I want to make this really easy to follow. So, I'm going to take this here, and we'll do the same for that there. This way we know for absolute certainty, this pile will always be here, and that pile will always be there. I say this because it starts to get a little confusing when we take the piles and switch them like so. Because you see, even though we just changed the piles, we still have this pile here and that pile there. But what if we do the exact same thing, but slower? Well, you see, just like last time, that's this pile here and that pile there. Now, some of you guys might be getting ahead of me and thinking, oh, he just got those piles mixed up already. But no, this really is this, and this, 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 and this. And the same for over there. That's that, and that. But even though you've just seen all of this and all of that, we still have this pile here and that pile there. Because it doesn't matter how many times you switch the piles, it'll always be this pile here and that pile there. Now, I can go back and forth forever, putting that here and this there. But what if this also goes here? Well, obviously, this is this pile, but so is this. And that's that, and so is that. But what if we get crazy and take the piles and change them like so? Obviously, obviously that's this pile here and that pile there, and that leaves one card to go. This is this, and that's that. Thank you.
Clark Payne! Hi, Clark.
Hi.
Do you perform all the time?
No, this is my first time in front of real people in probably a year, so.
A whole year?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I'm used to just playing with cards in the basement, so that's kind of what I do. Pretty much all my free time.
So how does this compare to being on your own in the basement and in front of this live audience in Vegas?
Well, pretty terrifying, but I think it went pretty well, so.
Well, that's awesome. Do you want to do more of this?
Oh, yeah. I'm always down to do more card tricks, so.
And is this performance your creation?
Yeah, so I came up with the basis of this trick probably 6 years ago, and I knew I had something good on my hands, so to show it to Penn and Teller is like a dream.
All right, Clark, let's see if this or that fooled Penn and Teller. We ready, boys?
Hey, Clark, that was great. You know, the tricks like this are usually done with regular cards and, you know, red and black and so on. And making it this clean is a really, really good idea. It's really nice. Yeah, the whole audience understood it. I've never heard a better reaction on this kind of trick than you get because it's laid out so clear. And what you can never do in a magic trick is confuse the audience. And this is purely magical. It took me back to believing in magic back on the playground, playing hide and seek and follow the leader and all those games we used to play when we were children, and we had that magical sense of wonder. You laid it out there really, really beautifully. And first thing I thought was, I couldn't do this trick. I do not have the skills, and I want people to know, this is important, that you're not using any gaff cards. At least we don't think so. No gaff cards. This is all pure skill. This is all done with your hands. But although I couldn't do it, I think we have a pretty good idea how you did, and I think we slipped in a few things among the praise that shows you that we have a pretty good hunch. What do you think about this?
Well, Clark, did Penn's code words mean anything to you? Do you think they got you?
Unfortunately, they figured it out, so.
Oh, the audience hates us.
We loved it.
We thought he was great, too. We thought he was great.
Fantastic job. You were great, Clark. Thank you so much. Come back and see us. Clark Penn. See Penn and Teller take on more magicians and also see them perform a trick of their own at the end of the show, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Performing our next magic trick is this renowned performer.
Life's a puzzle, where we make every piece. I wanted to be a musician, so I founded a band. I liked movies, so I became an actor. Alas, poor Yorick. I wanted to fool Penn and Teller.
I think we told you how.
Let's skip over that for now. But none of this has stopped me from thinking about the big, big questions. Do crabs think fish are flying? If I had it all, what would the storage fees be? Big questions, with answers beyond our grasp. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I'm not even sure who I see. But when all the pieces fit together, it's called Zabrecki. A work in progress.
Please welcome Hollywood's gift to mystery, Zabrecki.
If you are stupid, what you're about to see here will scare you. But if you're smart, it will make you happy. An antique cup. 3 mysterious wads of matter. And a man having an existential crisis. Now, 2 of the wads simply go into the cup, while the 3rd goes away. Yet, oh yes, 3 remain. I will do this for you one more time so it makes even less sense. There's 1 and 2. The 3rd is removed. And yet, there's 3. For reasons that I cannot and will not tell you, when 2 go in the cup and 1 is removed, there will still and always be, yes, 3. Now, by now, you're probably both wondering, how is he doing this? Or why is he doing this? Or why do anything? Why do birds suddenly appear? Why is abbreviated such a long word? Who put the alphabet in alphabetical order? All we know is that when 2 go in here and 1 goes in the pocket, there will still and always be 3. And is it too late for me to be, say, a cowboy or an astronaut? Or is this, and all of you here tonight, my purpose? Oh, don't worry, there will still be 3. Let us do some mathematics. 1 plus 1 minus 1 equal 3. Let's take a closer look over here. One. Two. Cha. Three. But then, of course, yes. Of course, there's the big, big question, which is, why are we here on this massive rock, spinning through infinite space, floating around a massive ball of fire in the sky that's both trying to keep us alive and kill us? Maybe it's time we put these questions aside and stop trying to answer questions that we'll never find the answers to.
What advice do you have for other magicians experiencing an existential crisis?
Oh, yes. Is a hot dog a sandwich? What came before the beginning? Are you Penn or are you Teller? Oh, you're here. Yes. All right.
Would you be disturbed if I told you I was neither?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What has magic done for you?
Well, it's changed my life. It's given me the opportunity to roller skate right here and now before all of you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes. Woo! It's a chance to roller skate. That's magic. You're magic. So are you. And you're here.
And so are you.
Yes. I'm waiting for the trophy to come down.
Let's find out, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, let's
Are we
do
ready?
it. P&T?
Zabrecki, why, after a perfect routine like this, would we be trying to figure out how you did it? Why would a man with 2 arms do what a man with 1 arm did? Why? These are the questions that bother us deeply. Is the moon on your lapel a reference to the poem about the moon? All these questions bothering us. But you know, sometimes, Zabrecki, when we bust someone on the show, the audience boos us with hatred because the act was so good and they loved it so much that they cannot believe that we have these small, little, stupid minds that try to just figure out how it was done. So as we now bust you, can we also lead the booing against us? Boo! Boo! You suck! You suck!
So negative.
We hate ourselves so much because we have to say you didn't fool us when we love that routine more than anything.
So, Brecky, you didn't fool them.
I think that's an accurate assumption. For all that I don't know here tonight, I think I'm abundantly clear of what's happening right here and now.
It's abundantly clear that the audience loved you. Penn and Teller loved you. Thank you so much. Zabrecki.
I predict we'll see more amazing magic when we come back.
Fooled yet. Let's see if this next act can stump our stars.
New Zealand is a strangely wonderful place, and our name proves it.
Oh, yes, a laser kiwi is a beautiful little kiwi bird with the power of a military drone.
We met at circus school, and then me and Deg were like the worst recreational jugglers.
I got into circus through the avenue of like gymnastics and dance, and then I got hired for a circus tour.
Which was cool for Imogen,
Yeah.
but for me...
That was bad news because they're in love. Mwah. Kissy kiss.
So Zane auditioned to join me on my tour, and then Lazy Kiwi was born.
Comedy is a big part of what we do.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Deg was the first person I made laugh.
We have a wide range of performing skills, almost none of which are we using tonight.
And we've done stage magic for years, but we've never soloed as magicians before.
Hold up, so we're debuting as full-time magicians in a competition show against two magic legends.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Why not?
A Fool Us First, please welcome New Zealand magic trio Laser Kiwi.
Olive.
Martini.
Toothpick.
Olive.
Toothpick olive.
Martini toothpick olive.
Hello, Fool Us. We are Laser Kiwi, aka the world's only surreal sketch circus.
Well, that's me done. Draw the rest of the act.
Now, you might have noticed this incredibly large jar of olives, which just happens to be New Zealand's entire supply. Now, Penn, if you wouldn't mind, could you please pick an olive, any olive?
Sure. Pick that one there. That one looks good.
Fantastic. Are you happy with your choice? You're more than welcome to change.
I like this one.
You like that one? Fantastic.
Feel
In which
good.
case, you're more than welcome to eat it. Nothing to do with the trick, just thought you might be hungry.
Now, Penn and Heller, you've had a chance to get to know these dominoes.
Yes.
Are you happy to confirm that they're all different?
I don't know that they're all different, but they sure looked it.
Okay, in this jar, we have 162 dominoes. Each are a unique combination of one colour and two numbers. And in order to do our trick, we're going to need a little bit of help. So can we please welcome Brooke to the stage? Hi, thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'm here to help.
Now, Brooke, could you please pick a domino, any domino?
Sure.
Don't show us.
Okay.
Show the audience.
Show the audience.
Fantastic. Are you happy with your domino? You're more than welcome to change.
I am.
You are? Fantastic.
Okay. Now we're going to need you to have memorised the colour and the two numbers. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay, and once you've done that, just place it face down in the palm of your hand.
Okay.
Okay, amazing. And actually, let's pop your other hand on top.
Okay.
Keep it nice and safe. And you can take that with you back to your chair.
Okay, thank you.
We'll bring you back in a moment. Okay, it's very important that we don't see the domino. And also, it's very important that Brooke doesn't show any stone fruit. Because 1 in 1 million olives are magic.
Green olive.
Stuffed olive.
I am an olive.
Fantastic. What an exciting day. We've officially caught an olive. Now, Brooke, if we could borrow you back on stage for a moment, if you could please take your domino and bury it deep within this jar. Feel free to rummage around.
Okay.
Wherever you want to put it is fine by me.
Ready?
Yep. You happy?
Yes.
Fantastic. We're going to take this jar of dominoes and pour them in this box. Olive, find the domino.
All right, we're just going to shut the box up. It's a lot harder to find things in the dark.
Inside this box is 162 dominoes and 1 olive, which we hope is magic, because if it's not, we're screwed.
And now it is time for some big prop magic.
Now, Brooke, at the start of our act, you selected 1 domino.
I
Could
did.
you please confirm with the audience the 2 numbers and 1 color you chose?
Sure. 1, 1, yellow.
1, 1, yellow. If this olive is as magic as we suspect it could be, then this is Brooke's domino.
That's my domino. Laser kiwi, everyone. Wow. Funny. How long have you been a trio?
We've been a trio for we're about 10 years.
Wow.
I think we met when we were like young teens.
I was gonna ask that.
Imogen was dressed as a cat.
These guys were terrible mimes.
Dressed as a cat. What is the role of each of you?
I think I'm talk guy.
Okay. Because you put words together so well.
Yeah, so it just rolls off my tongue.
What is your role?
Oh, my specialty as a performer is being an aerial rope artist.
And what is your role?
I'm an
Olive. Do you remember the first act that you performed together?
Yeah, no, I think it was our street show.
What was that like?
Terrible.
And is that part of the fun of it?
You can find joy in terrible shows. Wait, I think we figured out a way to like thrive when things go wrong.
All right, Laser Kiwi, I loved it. But let's see if you fooled Penn and Teller. Boys, are you ready?
We're so ready.
We're ready.
Hey, Kiwis, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
I got to tell you, if there's one thing I like more than surrealistic theater, it's olives. You know, I just loved all of it. Thought it was so funny, and the olives were so tasty, and it's so kind of dingy and goofy. And then coupling that with a trick that is really complex is a really good idea. And I will tell you, I love the act. And Teller loved the act. We carried on about it, and we said a lot of things to the judges. We said a lot of things that had to do with how you did this trick. We examined the dominoes, as you know. We know that those are legit. We watched everything you did, and we made a lot of comments, and we, at this point, do not know if you fooled us, because we talked to the judges. Clearly, some of the stuff we said must have been in the ballpark, but clearly it couldn't have been dead on or it wouldn't go to the judges. So as you sit there wondering whether you fooled us or not, we sit here wondering whether you fooled us or not.
Okay.
So we are exactly the same at this point. And in one moment, that box will open and Schrodinger's cat will either jump out triumphantly or Schrodinger's cat will lay dead in a pile of dominoes and olive oil. And the judges will decide what cat jumps out or stays in the box. Brooke, ask them.
Okay, well, let's hear what they have to say, because I'm assuming that's a whole lot of code words.
There was no code words in that whatsoever.
Let me check in with the judges.
Yeah, I'm so nervous, I'm going to have another olive.
Judges, talk to me.
Because I don't know.
The word from the judges is, they heard everything that Penn and Teller said, and Laser Kiwi, you fooled Penn and Teller! Congratulations. fooled. Let's take a quick break and let them recover. They've got to take on another amazing magician right after this. Welcome back. Check out our next act right now.
Magic is universal. Trust me, I have lived it. I've performed from big stages to remote villages. I've shared magic across cultures for most of my life. With all my travels, it was kind of funny to realize that there was no place to see good magic in New York. This was back in the 90s, before the magic renaissance in the US. I helped spark that renaissance. My friends and I started a Monday night magic show in various theaters around New York. It's been running like clockwork for 27 years now. Penn and Teller, you know the three of us go way back, before you guys owned an ampersand. Can an old friend still fool you? Let's find out.
Put your hands together for one of New York's finest magicians, Peter Samuelson.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, Penn and Teller, congratulations on your golden anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And I'd like to, I brought you a gift.
Oh, thank you.
I brought you a gift. One of my favorite vintages, Devils and Details of 2018. But I should also tell you that it's non-alcoholic. So, may I pour you some?
Please.
pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you also.
That was beautiful to watch.
Oh, thank you so very, very much.
How long have you been performing magic?
A long time, yeah. Well, I was 6 years old and my great aunt gave me a magic set and I looked at it and I was very excited and then I realized it was all tricks and I shoved it back at her and told her she got me the wrong set. I wanted real magic.
Do you think you found real magic?
I did. I found real magic in many different ways in this world. It's just delightful.
Do you find that magic is a universal language?
It is.
It is, right?
But it's different. I mean, in different parts of the world, you see different magic. In Hong Kong, there were these birds that were fortune-telling birds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a fortune teller sat there and he had 2 bird cages and a series of fortunes and he would shuffle them up and spread them in front of one cage and open it. A bird would hop out and pull out one fortune and he'd put it back in and shuffle them up and spread it in front of the other cage and open that. And the bird jumped out and searched among and then pulled out exactly the same fortune. Remarkable.
I've never seen anything like that.
No, it was incredible.
All right, are we ready? Let's find out if your smoke and coins fooled Penn and Teller. Gentlemen?
Oh, Peter, I got to tell you, when people think of magician, this is exactly what they're looking for. You know, you look the part. Also, smoke is just such an important thing in magic. And you think of a magician, you think of smoke wisping all over the place. It makes it very like a film, magic coming to life right in front of people. And this routine is just the best at that. That smoke is so sumptuous, so beautiful, so magical all the way through. Everything's perfect, you know, and the whole routine is so sparse and so clean, and everything there has its purpose, and you tell that whole story all the way through beautifully. And we know a little bit about how people get things to happen with coins and so on. So I don't want to say too much because everything I think of saying, I'm afraid it's going to take away a little bit of the beauty, but I think you can kind of trust us that we followed some stuff, and even while we were following it, we were still completely under your spell. It was beautiful.
Well, Peter, do the boys know your secrets?
Well, I think they do, and what pleases me most is they enjoyed it.
Very much.
We all enjoyed it.
So,
I enjoyed it so much.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you
Thanks
so much.
very much. Thanks.
Peter Samuelson, everyone. Penn and Teller, the time is now. Well, almost now. Our boys will perform one of their world-famous magic tricks right after this. Almost over, but we still have time for a trick by 2 of entertainment's greatest, Penn and Teller.
You know, we try so hard to bring you original tricks that you have never seen. We try to create totally brand new stuff. But this next trick you have seen. Everyone's seen. Have you ever been to a backyard party for children where they have a clown or a magician doing tricks? You have seen this trick. It's called the die box, and it's pretty simple. You have a box and you have a die in it, and the way the trick works is the die simply disappears. Now, this is what magicians call behind your backs a sucker gag, because the audience thinks they know how the trick is done. They aren't able to express how the trick is done. Then it turns out they're wrong and they have failed. And clowns and magicians have thought this is a very good lesson to teach young children on their birthdays. Now, over the past few decades, this has developed into a ritual where the children always heckle the clown or the magician exactly the same way. It's almost like a church service. When I was a child and went to church, the minister would say things, we had books, we'd read back, and there'd be a call and response. And it's really turned into that in backyard parties all over America. Now, we know that you people are too sophisticated to heckle us. So we're going to give you some help. We're going to give you all the heckles you're supposed to yell written up on the screen. And please, all of you, get in touch with your 12-year-old at a backyard party and heckle the hell out of us as we do, for all of you really big, a giant die box. Now you can read along with us. Here is our die box. We have a giant die here. Well, see, it's not a dice. Singular is die. That's a die. And we're going to put it right here in the box. And we can see there's nothing hidden here. Here's the back. Because it's our trick and we'll do it the way we want. Now remember, the die is right here. Now watch carefully as that die vanishes, and now it's completely gone. Oh, I see. You'd like to see the other side. Well, we can do that. We'll show you the other side right now, and as you see, it is totally gone. Well, you've already seen that side, but okay, we'll show you again. There it is, gone. Okay, we'll show you the other side. We're gonna, we'll show you the other side right there. As we said, oh, you want to see both sides at once? Well, we can do that for you. Here you have both sides. That's weird. You want us to turn around? Well, we can do that. And now we've turned around. Show you already, and the die is gone.
Another amazing show in the books, and now it's time to turn the page and say goodnight. Join us for a new episode when Fool Us returns.
In Las Vegas, here's our host, Brooke Burke.
In the history of Fool Us, card tricks have stumped Penn and Teller more than anything else. So tonight, we've got a special challenge for them. All of the tricks on this show are going to be card tricks, but each one will be completely unique. So you might say we've stacked the deck against the stars of our show, Penn and Teller. To play the hand they're dealt and risk handing out the Fool Us trophy to any magician who fools them. Let's meet our first ace.
A magician buddy of mine was doing a show, and his assistant didn't show up. He tossed me a gorilla mask and said, "Can you do some tricks wearing this?" Sure, why not? So I go out on stage, I'm making it up as I go along, and it killed. So, a gorilla-magician was born. And none of my friends were at all surprised when they found out I dress up as a gorilla and do magic. The response is not, "Oh wow, that's a strange thing." The response is usually, "Yeah, that sounds about right." By day, I'm the librarian at an elementary school in California. And our school's a little weird. These kids think that it's completely normal for their librarian to dress as a gorilla to read them books and do magic tricks. As if that's like part of the job description. Penn and Teller, I want to be the first gorilla-magician to fool you.
Let's welcome the one and only Harry the Gorilla-magician. Hi, Harry.
Hello, how are you?
Great. Hi, boys.
Wonderful. As the world's most famous gorilla-magician, which is a totally real, not at all made-up title, a lot of my fans will come up and they'll give me stuff. And I brought some of that here. I thought maybe, Brooke, you and I could play a little mind-reading game.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
There's all sorts of weird stuff in here. We got the pencil. We have a dollar. We have a candy bar, at least the wrapper. We have a phone. We have some keys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on second thought, he may have just been asking me to hold these. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Brooke, what we're gonna have you do, you're going to select one object from the box, show it to everybody, and then hide it someplace where I can't see it. But before you do that, I'm gonna ask Penn to place your hands over my eyes. This is very important because
Do I stand up?
if no, you can do it right there. Because if I see the object that Brooke picks, it's no longer a mind-reading trick, it's more of a mind-numbing trick. So, yeah, you can come in right here, right under the glasses. Oh, yeah, that's
Should I do it now?
Yes, whenever you're ready,
Okay.
Brooke.
And then should I put it back?
You can hide it wherever you want.
Oh, just hide it.
And then, Penn, whenever she's done that, you can take your hands off my eyes. You have very soft hands for a human.
You all set, Brooke?
I'm done. Yeah, sorry.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Penn. Now, I will do the ancient gorillas in the mystical mind-reading technique.
Okay.
But I'm not just putting my reputation on the line. No, no, no. I am putting some skin in the game. Yeah, that's right. Brooke, if I am unable to correctly guess the object that you chose, you can have my pocket banana.
Wow.
I'll even give you the good parts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, this just got serious, all right? Now, I will attempt to read Brooke's mind using an ancient deck that has been passed down from gorilla to gorilla, generation to generation. I'll tell her, I see you eyeing the cards, and to answer your question, yes, they are marked. Yeah, just by looking at like the back of this one, I can tell that it is a banana. Yeah, and this one right here, also a banana. Yeah, and this one, pineapple. No, I'm just kidding. It's a banana. They're all bananas. It's all banana. I mean, what do you expect? It's created for gorillas. And if you want to tell a gorilla's fortune, the best news you can possibly give them is that their future is filled with bananas. And so this works for every conceivable gorilla situation. We'll see if it works here for Brooke. To do this, I'm going to do the magic monkey mumbo jumbo mix of mayhem. Yes, yeah, that's right. I am going to, right in front of your very eyes, mix face-up bananas, maybe, into face-down bananas. Yeah, into face-up bananas and into face-down bananas. Now, this is very technical. I need complete and utter silence. Looking at you, Penn, tell her you're doing great, buddy. All right, here we go. Yeah, you people are witnessing history for the first time on network television. A gorilla is mixing bananas. Yeah, eat that, Coco. Sign language, any gorilla can do that. Now, Brooke, if you would, will you place your hand on top of the deck and think of the object that you chose? I don't know that this does anything, but I've seen a lot of magicians do it, and it gives it a little bit of pizzazz, right? Yeah, that's great. Brooke, you're doing wonderful. All right, now, that's great, Brooke. Now, if I did the shuffle correctly, even though we mixed bananas face up into face down, bananas going this way, bananas going that way, bananas coming together, bananas split. Bananas split. I'm sorry. Somehow, only a few bananas will be face up. And these bananas will tell us the object that Brooke chose. Oh, yeah. This one tells us that it's smaller than that box. And this one, I'm seeing John Candy as an uncle. And this one, I'm seeing a balloon being blown up. And these ones, I'm seeing like a forest with a deer. Look, they probably see that I'm just kind of flinging some feces here. The answer's actually been staring us in the face this entire time. Yeah, Brooke, what was the object that you chose?
A dollar bill.
A dollar. Yeah, like I told you in the beginning, these cards are marked.
Harry the Girl Magician! Woo! And just when you think you've seen it all. Great to meet you. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. It actually worked. I was like only 50% sure. Got like halfway through, I'm like, oh man, I hope this goes.
Doesn't it work every time?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'm a professional, obviously. I mean, look at me. I love that this is the moment in Brooke's career where she's like...
This is the highlight of one of my greatest interviews of all time, everyone, by the way. I just want to say.
She's like, I may have made an error in my judgment with where I chose to go. I'm on a stage with gorilla.
I judge no one. Did your parents dress up as...
No, I'm telling you, if you met my parents are like the most normal, lovely people in the world. Everybody loves them. And they go, and this is our son. My brother's a lawyer, my sister's a teacher, my other sister's a nurse, and I'm their favorite. We got that on camera, right? Yes! Yes!
Listen, we could talk for hours,
yes,
but I think the boys are ready. Maybe you'll get a trophy. Maybe we'll give you some bananas. I mean, either one. Should we find out?
Yeah, the trophy. Yeah, I think I prefer the... Yeah, okay.
Penn, Teller, are you ready?
Yes, Harry, you're the greatest. We love
thanks,
you.
Penn.
We just love you, Harry. And you know, when someone is as funny as you are and as good a performer as you are, you tend to think the magic might not be that good. But you have driven a wedge between me and Teller. Because Teller has one way he thinks you did it, and I had another way.
Oh.
And we've been discussing it back and forth. Now, we do not get 2 bites of the apple, or banana. Put it in terms you understand. So we have to pick one right here. And I'm gonna go with mine. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. If Teller is right on how you did it, you win, okay?
Oh.
Do you understand the situation?
Awesome. I do understand.
And you hear me, Teller does not believe that Brooke had a totally free choice. If you controlled Brooke's choice in any way, you win. Did you control Brooke's choice, or did she have a free choice? I don't trust him. Brooke,
look,
did you have a free choice?
I absolutely had a free choice.
100% free choice, yes. Yeah, Brooke had a 100% free choice.
And I think your hearing's very good. I think you're hearing everything I'm saying. I think your timing is very good as to when you bring out bananas and all that stuff. I think all of that. And I think that my way was probably correct. And I think you don't win a trophy. But you've got to say, is Teller right or am I right?
I would love to say that Teller's right, but I'm gonna have to say that I fooled Teller?
Yeah, you fooled Teller.
I'm really confused.
But you did not fool me, so you don't get a banana-loving trophy.
Harry the Gorilla Magician, everyone. Thank you, Harry. Tonight's finale will be performed by Penn and Teller, but they've got to bust some more tricks first when we come back. Welcome back to a special House of Cards episode of Fool Us. Let's deal out our next act.
I am Nicolas Wibbs from France. Donc j'étais adolescent et je jouais au foot, c'était vraiment ma passion. Et puis un jour, je me suis blessé et donc j'ai été immobilisé pendant 6 mois. C'était la catastrophe. Et là, j'ai découvert la magie et ça a changé ma vie. Et je faisais de la magie classique avec des cartes, avec des pièces. Le destin s'est encore mis devant moi et en me baladant sur Internet, j'ai tombé sur un truc qui m'a donné une idée qui a changé ma vie. Dans les 24 heures, j'ai acheté tout l'équipement, j'ai mis ça sur mon bureau et ça m'a ouvert l'esprit pour faire de la magie complètement différente. Et là, je viens avec les meilleures idées pour essayer de fouler Penn and Teller. Fate brought me here, but am I fated to fool you? We'll see.
Coming to us from Lyon, France, here's Nicolas Ribs.
Thank you. Brooke, I need you.
Okay, I'm here.
I have a deck of cards. Pick a card, any card.
Okay. This one.
Show it to everybody. It's okay. It's okay.
amazing.
Thank you.
Where is your favorite place to perform? Where do you find the best audience?
The best lesson is American people. Yes, the best of the best. Yes, it's right. It's yes.
Why is that?
Parce qu'ils sont super réactifs, ils adorent la magie. En France, c'est pas pareil.
Do you think that Americans are easier to fool?
Est-ce que tu penses que ce public, que ces Américains sont faciles à biaiser, tout foule?
Ouais.
Okay, Nicholas, let's find out if you fooled Penn and Teller.
Wow, what a great routine to do an entirely different kind of card trick. When you do film to life, which is what this is, it's very rarely done with cards. And moving that film to life to horizontal instead of vertical allows you to do card techniques and film to life techniques together, which really create a sum greater than the parts. It's really beautiful, and the timing is just extraordinary. Usually when you're doing that complicated a sleight of hand, you have a little bit of leeway in your timing, and you are tied into everything perfect and extraordinary timing, and also it just looks beautiful. It looks really, really magical and really wonderful. And of course, needless to say, very, very modern. We know a lot about the film to life stuff. We know a lot about card stuff. And even though we know that, you put it together just absolutely beautifully. So we don't think you fooled us, but it's a wonderful routine and just gorgeous and a brand new way to do film to life and a brand new way to do card tricks.
Okay, Nicholas, did they figure out how you did your magic?
Yes.
We enjoyed that so much. We loved it. That was magnificent. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Nicholas Ribs. We've got more magicians on tap who've brewed up some great tricks for Penn and Teller, so stay close. To our House of Cards special. It looks like we've got ourselves a joker, and this joker is wild.
They call me Magic Mike. Not that Magic Mike. I grew up in Cajun country. When I was little, I told my mom I want to grow up and be a magician. She said, well, you can't do both. Cajuns know how to pass a good time, y'all. When I was trying to be this cool, suave magician, they just laughed. So I switched it to comedy. I moved to New Orleans to be a street magician and fell in love with the city. The streets are the most beautiful in the world, and the city is truly magical.
Please welcome Michael Darnall.
All right. I've been headlining venues ever since. If I can win the Foolish Trophy, that would be incredible. The effect I'm doing tonight is probably one of the most elaborate I've created. The trick is to make it look easy, so it's big and easy. And that's how we play Foolish in New Orleans, y'all.
Here comes Cajun sensation Michael Dardant. Hi.
Hello. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Wow, what an honor it is to be here. I am from New Orleans, so I'm a little nervous because it's been a while since I performed for a crowd this sober. But hey, we're in Vegas.
You never know.
Brooke, believe it or not, I actually got to see Penn and Teller perform in New Orleans, and I wanted to have a playing card autographed, but we went out the side door to try to beat the crowd, and they didn't let us back in the theater, so I could see two of my heroes through the glass about the same distance they are now, but I couldn't get to them. And then right then, this drunk guy grabs my deck, and he goes, hey, you magician, let me shuffle the cards. And I have no idea why, Brooke, but this is what he did. He shuffled the cards face up into face down, which is the worst thing you could do for a magician because you have no idea like what direction any card is facing. And then he says to me, final card now, which was weird because he hadn't picked one.
Right.
Yeah. Fortunately, since I'm a magician, naturally I had with me a dimensional portal. All I did was place the cards into the dimensional portal, and then I asked the guy, if you had picked a card, what would it have been? And he yelled a playing card in my face. Now, I'm curious because Penn and Teller were there. Perhaps, is it possible that subconsciously you remember hearing a drunk guy yelling a playing card outside the theater in New Orleans? And if so, what might that card have been?
6 of diamonds.
I knew they remembered the 6 of diamonds. All I had to do was cast the spell that I learned at magic school for fixing a chaotically shuffled deck. Deculus Reparo. And what was the card named?
6 of diamonds.
You'll notice that all of the cards are actually now completely unshuffled except for one card. So if you look through, all the cards are completely unshuffled. Well, there is actually one still shuffled. Would you be so kind as to show that to the crowd?
Absolutely.
And that is indeed the 6 of diamonds.
Wow.
Now, Brooke, I'm gonna allow you to examine my dimensional portal.
Okay.
You may have noticed the mirror. Magicians are always accused of using mirrors. It's a word that got leaked like palm or sleeve, and now you muggles think you know everything. But we do use mirrors, not how you would think. See, this is a mirror to alternate realities. So I'm gonna let you look. I'll take the card.
Okay.
I'll let you look at this. Be very careful, please, with my portal.
Okay.
There is a heat advisory, so it
okay.
could melt. Yeah. So I'll put the card back. Now, Brooke, a moment ago, we actually tapped into a reality where cards were no longer shuffled. So I thought what would be cool if I take it back from you. It's neat, right?
It's really
you have to be
neat.
careful with these. I thought what would be interesting
I've
is
never
what
held
if we
one.
tapped into a reality where cards don't exist? Ridiculous. And now you'll see the cards appear to have vanished.
Yeah.
So they're actually just imaginary because we tapped into a reality where cards don't exist. So now we have imaginary cards. Would you hold these so I don't look silly?
Sure.
Thank you. And now what Brooke is holding is an imaginary deck of cards, not an invisible deck. This is an invisible deck.
Okay.
See the difference? These are imaginary. In fact, if you would shuffle those, that would be great, because in a moment, we're gonna have one that we imagine to autograph, because I have with me an imaginary pen. And this could be any color we imagine. So I have, Brooke, you can choose. I have red, blue, green.
Blue, please.
Blue is great. The black one dried out. So blue. This imaginary pen is a blue one. Let's recap.
Okay.
Now, I will take those back from you. Actually, you're gonna need to hold on to my portal. So I'm gonna give you the dimensional portal. With your left hand, if you would, just please hold that carefully.
Okay.
And then I'll take the cards. With your right hand, you're gonna select one.
Okay.
Now, obviously, there's nothing to see. Cards don't exist, but if I turn them face up, then you can start to visualize them, because I have a vivid imagination, so you'll see what I'm seeing.
Okay.
So, for example, 4 of diamonds.
I see it.
Okay, Jack of clubs. Good. 5 of hearts.
Sure.
You see it. What color is the 5 of hearts?
Red.
It's working. Beautiful.
It's working.
So, Brooke, as I go through the cards, I want you to reach in and grab one, all right? So there's the 2 of diamonds, there's the 4 of clubs, there's the 9 of clubs, there's this
Now?
7 of, whatever, 7 of spades, 2 of hearts. Oh, that's a good one, 2 of hearts. Oh, that was the 3 of clubs. So deuces are wild, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, don't show me the 2 of hearts.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm
won't.
kidding, they were face up.
Well, I know, but you said
Yeah,
not to show
no,
you, so
so-
I'm just following instructions.
The important thing is that you're imagining one card out of all of these, and I want to make sure the camera can pick up that there's no markings on the back of these imaginary, no markings. They're not gimmicked at all. So if you're imagining the 2 of hearts, I can get rid of all of these.
Okay.
And now, hold it up so everyone's imagining the card. And now, if you would, please toss the card over to Teller. Teller, if you would snatch the imaginary card out of the air with skill.
Nice catch, Teller.
And I will toss you as well the imaginary pen, if you could catch that for me, perfect. And now if you would just autograph the card for me. The face. Make sure it's the face, yeah. And then if you could pass that over to Penn when you're finished, and we'll get 2 imaginary autographs on that. Love it. And if you could toss me the pen first, that'd be great. Oh, got it, okay, good. And if you could toss me the card. Whoa, it's
Nice
dropped.
catch.
Could you imagine?
No.
Okay. There's only one thing left to do, and that is to place the imaginary card into the dimensional portal, and of course say the magic words, Apiro, chosen cardo, for real though. It's better if you imagine smoke.
Okay, okay.
And you'll see that one card does appear in the portal. And if you would please remove that card and show everyone that it is in fact the 2 of hearts.
What?
But it does have a couple of signatures.
It sure does.
Did you verify that there are no other cards in my dimensional portal?
No
and
other
Penn and
cards
Teller,
in the
could you
portal.
verify that this in fact does indeed appear to resemble your autographs?
Wow.
So obviously we tapped into a reality where I did get my 2 of hearts signed by Penn and Teller, and now I'm gonna keep this as a souvenir of this incredible day. Thank you for having me on your show.
That was amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow.
It was all smoke and mirrors.
Your magic has a very improvisational feeling.
Oh,
How
thank you.
improvised really is this?
I do a lot of improv. I actually coach improv comedy at a high school in New Orleans, and I love it.
Where does comedy come from?
Well, there's a secret underwater cave. And
do tell.
Yeah, so not many people are invited there, and that's where they keep the book. No, comedy was always kind of a crutch and always a go-to, especially like in school. And so like I always tell people when they said I was a class clown, I was really just practicing for my career, just practicing on my teachers, unfortunately.
Do you have any funny stories that you can share with us from your magic career?
Well, I had an airport security experience. Actually, my juggling pins got flagged in my check bag, and the one guard says, "You could bludgeon someone with this," and then the other security guard goes, "Well, you could bludgeon someone with a laptop." And I said, "Well, I'd rather bludgeon someone with my juggling club because a laptop is expensive." And then they said, "Well, I guess if you can juggle these, they're legit." And all of a sudden, I look around and realize
you got really
I got to do a
lucky.
show to get through this. So I just start juggling in airport security.
All right, Michael, let's see if your magic portal has earned you a magic trophy or not. Boys, are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
I think we are, Michael. The whole routine is just great. It's a great idea. And as you know, there's some stuff in there that we know. There's some stuff in there that's classic. And we were kind of following you. I mean, we loved it. Don't get me wrong. We were following all the moves you were doing. We knew where you were going. We were sitting here. But then you got to Brooke naming the 2 of hearts. And when Brooke named the 2 of hearts, and we kept talking about Brooke naming the 2 of hearts, we had a little bit of a speed bump there. And we had to think really hard about that. And you were doing a lot of spells in Latin. And Teller, as you know, was a Latin teacher. And Teller and I came up with our own spell that I think will explain everything to you about how that 2 of hearts, how we finally figured that out. And this is, well, Teller wrote it down for me. I want to make sure I get this right. Fulus Trophius.
Michael Dargon, everyone! We have a cooler. Congratulations, well done. Michael Dargon! You're welcome. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Michael Dargon just snagged a trophy, and more magical wonders await after this commercial break. Welcome back. We've had one fooler in our stack deck. Let's see if our next stack can follow suit.
I might be the luckiest magician alive. My dad gave me a used magic kit where the instruction manual was missing. I had to figure out how things went together and then how to make them work. I was fascinated. It made the tricks personal in a way a new kit couldn't. That was my first lucky break. I was lucky to live in Lakewood, Colorado, too, where a kid could get a job doing magic on a golf course or in a restaurant. Family places, and I'm still a family guy. There was a magic shop in town, lucky again, and I got a job working there, and I got paid to play. Then I became a graphic designer, and that was supposed to be the rest of my life. And then my wife got pregnant. Most people grab for security in a moment like that, but she just said, our lives just changed forever. I think it's time you chased your dream. My son was born on New Year's Day, and it was like a message to a man starting over. I've made my life in magic ever since. Lucky, lucky, lucky me.
Coming to us from the mountains of Denver, Colorado, here's Sean Preston.
We'll see. Okay. No, we did not. Okay. I do. 5 of clubs. Yes.
Yes.
This was going to be a hard interview if you had the tape on your mouth. That was amazing.
Thank you.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I think it'd be pretty awesome to do real magic, you know?
What does that mean?
Snap your fingers and stuff happens. That'd be pretty great. And that's our job as a magician, is try to make it as perfect as possible, you know, to sit back and look at all the little holes that you can fix. And, you know, I always say never underestimate the lengths a magician will go to fool you.
Sure. Okay, Penn and Teller have been silent long enough. Let's find out if they figured out your trick.
That was great, Sean. Just great. It's so funny and goes all the way through and keeps moving. And a real surprising ending. There's a real strong mislead that was fabulous on that. And it was a very humbling experience for me, who has made my living for 50 years talking in a magic show. And you had everything you needed right there on those cards. So didn't kind of need me at all. It's a wonderful routine, and really great all the way through, and big laughs and really good magic. And you're at a little bit of a disadvantage because our mentor, Johnny Thompson, was pushing for Teller to do a slightly different version of that in our show forever. So we talked about it, and our good friend Matt King also did a very similar trick to this. So we've done a lot of thinking about this trick that puts you at a slight, or actually at a major disadvantage with a wonderful, wonderful trick that we really dug and really enjoyed and the audience loved. But I'm afraid because of Johnny Thompson and Matt King, don't blame us. Because of Johnny Thompson and Matt King, I don't think you fooled us. Matt King's
Sean, did Penn and Teller uncover your magic method?
I have to say, you know, they're pretty smart. I think they got me.
We really
so
enjoyed
much.
that. Fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come back and see us.
Thank you.
Sean Preston, everyone. Knock, knock. Who's there? Penn and Teller are at our doorstep, and we'll let them perform when Fool Us returns. Welcome back. We always close the show with something special from our headliners. So put your hands together for Penn and Teller.
Oh, thank you. Now, you probably noticed, Brooke, we do a lot of card tricks.
That's right.
And the reason is that Teller always has cards on his mind. When he was a child, his parents gave him a deck of cards, and they kind of became friends to him.
I didn't know
So he always has a deck of cards with him. So we end up doing a lot of card stuff. You can see, Teller's been shuffling this deck. He's been sitting here. You can see that they're all mixed up there.
Yep.
Now we could
There.
have you pick a card, couldn't we? But you know about sleight of hand. You've been around a little bit. The only fair way for you to pick a card is to think of a card. Now, don't say it out loud. Don't even move your lips. Just think of a card.
Okay.
You want to change your mind?
No.
Get that card clear in your mind.
Yes.
So what you're going to do is you're going to write that card on Teller's mind. You're going to write it right here on his forehead. Now, genetics and time have given you a rather large canvas. Next season, you'll be able to write the whole damn deck up
Maybe.
there, right?
No, that's not true, Teller.
Yeah, so you're going to write it. Now, every card can be represented by two characters, right? The first would be the value,
Yes.
ace to king, you know, just a J, Q, or K, and then a number. And then the suit could be just the first letter of the suit, you know, clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds,
Okay.
C, H, S,
Okay.
or D, right?
Got
You
it.
could just write it right up there just like that. Now, some people, we've been doing this on our live show for a while, have thought that Teller would be able to feel what you've written up there, right? And then transmit that through his body to his friends, the cards. So we have to eliminate that. So when
Okay.
you are writing up there, decorate. Being an old hippie like me, I'd put peace signs and stuff.
Teller.
You can do any geometric signs, anything up there you want across his
Really?
forehead. Now, Brooke, we're in a theater here doing a TV show.
Right.
And there are monitors all over. So Teller could see what card you were writing in the monitor and then
True.
put that to his hands. So you have to eliminate that. What's your non-dominant hand?
Left.
Left, okay. Cover his eyes with your left hand, please.
Okay.
Cover him really good, just like
Okay.
that. And don't put your thumb under his nose.
No, I wouldn't.
It's not like when you smothered Grandpa
got
with a
it.
pillow. Nothing like that. Come right up
Okay.
there. And then you're going to write right up there.
Teller,
and then write
really? On his forehead?
Yeah, right on his forehead. Centrally confused.
Sorry,
him,
Teller.
Brooke.
Try to confuse him. And the suit or the letter?
The letter of the suit.
All right. Sorry, Teller.
Now, don't pull your hand away. Just
Okay.
now, I'll look where his eyes are and make sure he doesn't see that, right?
Right, he
Now,
can't see.
Look, good.
Ah,
He's going to find it quick.
really?
Yep. He's got a sense of it.
This
Keep
one
your
is
hands
gonna blow my mind. Teller, come on, Teller.
He's got it. No, he doesn't have
Uh-oh.
it. He doesn't have it. No. Oh, he's got it. He's got it now. He's got it now. He's got it now. He's trying to see a monitor. Be careful. He's trying to see a monitor.
No, he can't
He's
see.
trying
He
to see.
can't
He's
see.
trying
He
to see a monitor. Stay with him. Stay with him, Brooke. He's
Okay.
attacking me.
No peeking. Ah. Okay.
Stay on him. Stay on him. Stay on him.
I'm on it,
Stay
I'm
on him,
on
Brooke.
it.
Stay on him. Stay on him, Brooke. Stay on him, Brooke.
Okay.
Yes, Brooke. Perfect. Right there. Tell you, if you put half the deck up there, it's no trick at all. Way. Now, you did all that decoration in case people couldn't read it. What card did you just think of, Brooke?
9 of diamonds.
The 9 of diamonds, it looks something like that right there.
No way.
Way.
You guys never cease to amaze me. We've got to head out, but don't miss our next episode when Fool Us returns.
at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas. Here's our host, Brooke Burke.
Welcome to Fool Us, Magic's greatest arena, where 4 magicians enter, and hopefully some magicians leave with a Fool Us trophy. Let the games begin as we bring out our reigning champions, Penn and Teller. Fools Penn and Teller, they win a Fool Us trophy and a trip back to Vegas to appear in Penn and Teller's show. Let's meet the first magician to enter our Wonder Dome.
Magic is a marriage between art and science. As a child, I started with art, with the walls of my house as my canvas. My parents became painters too. I did not like their style. Then I studied engineering in college, thinking it would help my magic. But it was all triple integrals and matrices. I mean, who's going to use that? My engineering degree made my parents happy. Me, not so much. But then I found something that could use all of my talents, my full potential, everything I've got. Magic has brought me to the world's biggest stages, and it has brought me to fool Penn and Teller twice. These are all special moments. Tonight, I would like to use all my inspiration from my art, my heart, and my life to create another fooling moment for Penn and Teller.
Sit back and enjoy the artistry of Vitaly Beckman.
Penn, Teller, it's so nice to see you again. You know, the first time I had the pleasure to be on your show and I fooled you, I thought maybe I was a little lucky. So I came back for the second time. And the second time I fooled you, it was actually during the pandemic. So I thought maybe you were just being nice. So now I'm coming back for the third time. And I mean, at this point, I'm just here for frequent fooler miles. But I'm also back because those experiences, they flew by so fast. This time, I'll make sure to capture the moment. And what better way to do it than invite the wonderful Brooke Burke. Would you help us? Let's give her a nice hand. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Step right over here. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Brooke, in order for us to capture a moment, we first have to select it. Because we don't want just any moment. We want a very special moment. And for that, I brought this old family clock.
Okay.
And you see, it doesn't work anymore, but you can still move the hands. And I thought this was gonna be cute. Brooke, if you don't mind, I'll ask you to do this. Close your eyes, please.
Okay.
And visualize a clock with no hands on it. So a blank clock. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Open your eyes. Good. I'll ask you to go ahead and move the hands left or right, any direction, doesn't matter. You can hold it.
Okay.
Stay right at the center. And as much as you want, you can stop it any time you like.
How's that?
It's up to you. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Now, interesting. You did not have 10 o'clock in mind when you came to help me.
No.
You didn't think of any time at all when you came to help me, let alone 10:04. So this will be our moment. 10:04 will be the moment when time stands still. And we're creating a still life. So please stand behind this table.
Okay.
And I'll ask you also to select a fruit. We've got some of my favorite fruits here. We've got a watermelon, a melon, a pomegranate, and a pineapple. Anyone you like. Go ahead.
It's the pineapple.
A pineapple. It's very good for digestion.
It is.
Go ahead. Place it anywhere you like. On the top, on the bottom, doesn't matter. Anywhere you want to place it.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, just not there.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
There is fine. There is fine. Yes.
Fit there?
Okay, that's pretty good. Go ahead, take another fruit. You can take a melon, watermelon, or a pomegranate.
Okay.
The pomegranate. Where do you like to place it?
Anywhere?
Anywhere you like.
Okay.
Oh, very artistic. I like it. Would you like to give one of them a companion? Would you like take another fruit? Yeah. The melon? And where are you gonna place that? Oh, sure.
There.
Oh, very artistic. Yeah, Bob Ross would be proud.
Okay.
Actually, you know, I also like how the watermelon stayed here by the clock. I think if somebody paints this, it could become a masterpiece. But yet, you know, no genius is perfect. Would you like to make some adjustments? You can move something to the left, to the right, or you can keep it the same.
I like it the way it is.
You like it the way it is?
I do.
All right, well, it is a beautiful arrangement. It reminds me of how precious things in life are fleeting, just like our moment here together. See, clocks tick endlessly, fruits go bad, and soon we're all gonna say goodnight. But art lives forever. And this painting was sitting here the entire time. Nobody came close to it. It's a painting I've done years ago, and now you will see what makes this work a true masterpiece. They say that art imitates life, but on rare occasion, it is life that imitates art. Because right here, a watermelon, painting of a watermelon. And then we got a clock. What was the time? Was it 10?
10:04.
10:04. Exactly, 10:04. And of course, it got all the other fruits. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
Natalie Beckman.
You got the book. Thank you so much, Brooke.
Thank you. That's incredible. Woo. So is art always a part of your magic?
Most of the time, yeah. I started by painting, and then when I moved to magic, I realized it's very similar, but you're painting in 3D, and you have the audience become part of your painting. So in this case, you can share your vision. You have a vision, you can realize it on stage, and have audiences, active participants in your vision. So I actually think magic is like the most powerful share button.
All right, let's find out if the boys can paint a clear picture of your magic methods.
All right.
You ready, Penn
Yes.
and Teller?
Oh, Vitaly, you make things so difficult for us. Just so difficult. You know, so many people that come on here were able to talk about precedents and where it started and say, you know, oh, this was something done by Slidini. We have all this vocabulary we can use, but your stuff is so honestly original that there is really an antecedent to go to. So we just have to sit here and try to puzzle out how you do it. I mean, this is really a work of art. It's really gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful idea. And we think there's a whole lot of complicated stuff going on. So we've said this before. It's no secret to our audience. The judges are listening to everything we say. And we just kind of throw out ideas we have that we think might work. We don't get to experiment. And after a while, they just say, shut up. And at this point, we don't know. We threw out a system we think might work, but again, this is so complicated and so original, we don't have any experience with it. So what I'm saying is you don't know whether you fooled us or not, and neither do we.
Neither do I. And I don't know either. And they don't know either.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. The judges will decide. And either way, I'm pleased as punch. I'd love to see you win, and I'd love to see us win.
I love when this happens. They're talking to me now, so let me see what the judges are saying. Just bear with us. This does not happen very often.
Okay.
And I love when the boys are puzzled. This is so good. And the judges are telling me. Well, how about that? You won another Fool Us trophy.
Yes.
Congratulations. Woo, Natalie Beckman, everyone. just added a Fool Us trophy to his art collection, and we've got more Foolers ahead before this night is done, so stick around. Welcome back. If you're in need of a fine magic trick, I've got a fine magician for you right here.
Being on Fool Us was an incredible experience.
Very impressed.
Even more so for my dad. He shows my appearance to everyone, and it's cringe. Even during business meetings, he'll pull up my performance and show it on a big projector screen to everyone in the room. And I didn't even fool Penn and Teller. Can you imagine if I did? He's the best. I love him so much. When I first started magic, I saw a magician perform a card trick, and I knew that's the one I wanted to learn. And I wasn't at that skill level yet, but just dove in. For the next year, I had cards in my hand until I mastered it. One of the coolest things about magic is that a deck of cards is cheap. No one can do the work for you. No one can take that from you. Mastering a trick like that has given me confidence on the inside, and that bleeds into other areas of my life. I was insecure that I was late to the game. But now I found that my limited background in magic is actually my biggest asset. Penn, Teller, I may not know every way this trick is done, but I know my way, and that's how I'm gonna try to fool you.
Give it up for the magic of Anna Rose.
Penn, Teller, I look up to the both of you. Unless I'm wearing heels. In which case, I only look up to Penn. But heels or not, you both inspire me. And you've inspired what you're about to see as I try to fool you. The 3-shell game is a variation of the cups and balls. It consists of 1 ball and 1, 2, and 3 cups. To win, you must identify which cup is covering the ball. It's both a con game and a magic trick. So in this case, you might think that the ball is under this cup here. But in reality, it's under this cup here, and here, and here. Now my version is a little bit different. These cups won't be used as a cover to hide a ball or conceal any sleight of hand. Because unlike a ball, you can't manipulate water. Now, even though the variables are different, the rules are the same. To win, you must identify which cup is full of water. Well, I guess you could say in this case, half full. Classy, like these cups. And we don't need these anymore. Now, this isn't just for Penn and Teller. Whether you're here in the audience or you're watching through a screen, make sure you follow along with this cup of water to play along. Round 1 is just a warm-up. Which cup contains the water? You said this cup here, you're correct. Now round 2 is for the money. So we're clear. We're gonna start with the water in the middle cup. So keep your eye on the middle cup for the next round. Round 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which cup contains the water? Now, if you said this cup again, you're wrong. And that's because it's in this cup here. Now, that was a little tricky, so we're gonna get rid of this cup entirely. So now there's only 2. Reminder, this cup is the cup with the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. This is my left, but you're right, and this is my right, but you're left. All right? For those of you who chose left, you wouldn't have been right. That means the one on the right is the only one left, and since it's the only one left, then it's got to be right. But for those of you left who chose right, you're going to be left wondering why you are also not right. And you're right that that doesn't sound right, because the reality is there's no water left. Magic. Am I right?
Anna Rose, everyone.
Well,
You look
that's,
amazing. I mean, just to have a girl moment in top
Thank you.
wardrobe, like, man, you look gorgeous.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, whenever I do magic for different events, like, my number one thing is like, oh, well, there's no tricks up my sleeve because I don't have any.
I don't get to share the stage with very many women.
Not a lot
How
of
does it
us.
feel to be up here with us tonight?
When I perform, I feel like I have an obligation to be the best, not only performer, but be in representation for a woman. So when I was younger, I would like to think that I'd be proud of myself. Oh my God, why does that make me sad? That's so weird.
You should be proud of yourself. It's a powerful message. All right, Anna Rose, Penn and Teller have been fooled by lots of things. Let's see if you fooled them with water.
Okay.
Boys?
Hello, Anna Rose. This is just great because sometimes the most obvious idea is just sitting there in front of you. Magicians for thousands of years have been doing the cups and balls. And outside of my personal life, balls rarely go into cups. It's water that goes into cups. And the idea of doing a trick like this, using the cups with liquid in them, is just a really, really great idea and makes sleight of hand so much more complicated. And, you know, Teller knows so much about magic. He's just a bottomless well of information. I just sit here and absorb what he says and then try to kind of say it to you in some sort of way that, that gets through. But it's really Teller that does all the thinking on this. The idea of doing the cups and balls with the cups and water is just the way everybody should do it, but they're just not good enough. We just love the whole routine, but we don't think you fooled us.
Is he right? You didn't fool them?
I think they got something.
Yes. These boys just know too much.
They
We
do.
loved it. It was such a beautiful performance.
Just wonderful.
Thank you so much for being here with us. Don't forget, Penn and Teller will perform tonight's final trick, but first, you'll see other world-class acts take the stage when we come back. Welcome back. Another Fool Us trophy might come down for our next magician.
I live in Porto, a place known for excellent wine and a calm way of life. Growing up, I played rugby. I was good and dreamed to be a professional. But a serious injury sidelined me. After that, magic is all I had. From then to now, the magic has never stopped. Portugal is a small country, so in magic there is no sense of community. I founded a magic school to changes. It's a real school with classrooms and pupils. My youngest student is 11 and the oldest is 70. We'll teach anybody to do magic. The first time I saw Penn and Teller was 10 years ago. They ripped up the card on stage and I stole the deck. It's my prized possession. I brought it so they would sign it for me. So, I'm after 2 trophies tonight. And if it works, Portuguese magic will be known all over the world.
From Porto, Portugal, give it up for Gonçalo Gil. much going on.
Yes, it's a nightmare.
I loved that. How do you describe this kind of an act? I mean, cards, cubes, illusions.
Too much free time, and but actually it was because this idea happened because of the pandemic.
So truly, you had so much time on your hands that you just...
On the pandemic, I did. Now I don't, because now I'm a father, so the time is a bit tight.
Congratulations. Yes. All right, Gonzalo, maybe your magic nightmare will make your dream of the trophy come true. Let's go to Penn and Teller and see if you fooled them.
Sure.
Boys?
Thank you.
Gonzalo, the audience absolutely loved you, and this is not always true, but we agreed with them.
Thank you.
Just fabulous. What a beautiful, magical routine all the way through. It's just absolutely clean and really what magic should be. You've taken the yawn fresh stuff and done a beautiful job with it. You've also added so much that is totally your own, like the queen going into 4 pieces and back and forth.
Yes.
I've never seen anything like that. Neither one of us has. Just beautiful. I assume that's your own, the queen going back.
Yes, that is my favorite part of the routine as well.
Yeah. There's so many effects in there. We had to break it down bit by bit. We'd be at, 3.5-hour show. You just have so many moves in there, and it's all so beautiful and so well done, and really this kind of magic that I will just tell the people here is very, very modern, very, very new. All these techniques are right up to date and beautifully done, and looks so magical and so gorgeous all the way through. But we don't think that that you fooled us. But we loved it. Oh, don't turn on me. I love them too. If I were you, I'd be storming these seats and beating us.
Gonzalo, would you agree that they know how you did your magic?
Yes, I think so, yes. I didn't build this for magicians, but my main goal is to entertain you. I think I did it, so...
You certainly did that.
My goal was... Yeah.
Sit tight, you'll see more fantastic magic right after this. Welcome back to Fool Us, where our next magician is ready to rock. Meet them now.
I'm Ren X from Salt Lake City. I've always been interested in both art and science. When I was little, I kept sketchbooks on my bed. I watched documentaries about space in my free time. I loved learning about how the universe worked. The first time I saw a magician levitating an object, I was captivated, and then disappointed when I realized it was fake. But something clicked in me, and I realized that the mystery in a magic trick is the same mystery that I love investigating in science. I'm a scientist specializing in cognitive neuroscience. I'm working on a PhD, and the process of making experiments to study the brain is weirdly similar to making magic tricks, to create a particular thought in another person. In magic, for the purpose of entertainment, and in science, to study the thought itself. If I merge art and science just right, I might be able to control the results and fool Penn and Teller.
Please welcome Salt Lake City scientist, Ren X.
So as a scientist, I study the brain, how we think, learn, make decisions. And as I'm sure you're all aware, these things are complicated. And to be honest, there's still a lot we don't know. And so tonight, I'd like to do an experiment on our lovely host, Brooke. And use all the things that we don't yet know about the brain to try and fool Penn and Teller. Brooke, would you join me in my lab, please?
Love to.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
And Brooke, don't worry, the electrical shocks only hurt the first couple of times, okay?
No problem.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. They do hurt every time.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Now, my experiment's pretty simple. Brooke's going to be making a choice between her left hand and her right. And Brooke, to make this choice, you'll simply raise the hand that you'd like and hold it in the air like this.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
My goal is to guess which hand Brooke has raised. You can take your seat. Now, to prevent the possibility of any other variables impacting this experiment, cheating, I'm gonna position myself on the other side of this wall from Brooke. And while I'm at it, I'll blindfold myself as well. Now remember, using today's science, it would be impossible to guess which hand Brooke has raised. But perhaps that won't always be the case. Brooke, please make your first choice and raise one of your hands. Brooke, you can lower your hand if it's still in the air. You see, if I know what causes every single neuron in Brooke's brain to fire, then I also know which hand she has raised. Brooke, please make your second choice and raise one of your hands. And so a choice is really just a pattern of brain activity. If I understand the brain, I understand the choice. Brooke, whenever you are ready, please make one final choice. Thank you, thank you. Well, let's stay skeptical here. Every good experiment can be repeated. Brooke, you're welcome to stand up. But before we do, and some of you may have caught on to this already, there's something of a haunting idea hidden here. You see, if I know exactly why someone does the things that they do, then I would also know what they're going to do next. And so, Brooke, I am going to have you make another 3 choices. But before you do, I'm going to write a prediction of which hands you're about to choose. Now, I'm committing to what I think Brooke is going to do. So this doesn't need to be a blind test anymore. And Penn, would you mind keeping track of Brooke's choices on your notepad for us, please?
I sure will.
Thank you. Brooke, are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna make your choices the same way as you did before. Just raise the hand that you would like.
Okay.
Choice number 1. Would you like left or right?
Left.
Left. And you got that, Penn?
Yep.
Choice number 2. Right. One final choice. Left. So your choices were left, right, left. Is that correct?
Correct.
Penn, yes?
Yes.
Now, we like to think that who we are largely depends on the choices we make. Brooke, I'm gonna have you pull this out, but keep it face down for now. But consider this. If you can predict what someone's about to do, then maybe there was never a choice in the first place. Penn, would you remind us one final time, please, what 3 choices Brooke made?
Left, right, left.
Brooke. Left, right, left. Thank you.
Next, everyone. I'm so fascinated by that.
Thank you. It took a long time to develop.
So you study the science of thinking.
I do, yes.
What is the connection between that and magic?
You know, magic, we study attention, kind of. We're almost like working psychologists. We're using attention to accomplish the tricks that we're doing. And then in a lab, I study the same thing.
Does magic still fascinate you or even confuse you?
It fascinates me more and more.
And your knowledge of magic, so much knowledge, that doesn't spoil it for you?
I think it makes it better. For me, at least. You know, I've heard someone say that we keep secrets for our audience, not from our audience. And I think that's That's a very telling quote.
Love that. Ren, you've definitely given all of us something to think about, but let's see if that's earned you a Fool Us trophy.
Okay.
You ready? Penn and Teller?
Hey, Ren, you really are a scientist, right?
I am, yes.
Yeah, I kind of tell that vibe come off you. And also, it's really nice how you weave that in and are able to do mentalism, which is what this is, without all the jive around it. And I really like that a lot. You have a playful premise based on reality that still doesn't insult anyone's intelligence. And that's really wonderful.
Thank you.
I got to tell you, we thought we had you right away on the first part. We really did. We thought that you were peeking down the blindfold and seeing the shiny floor. Because the reflection we could see allowed you to see the hand. It would have worked that way, by the way, but then we realized he's not just gonna do this on a shiny floor. He's gotta have another way of doing it, another way of like having the old patent leather shoes that you glance at. I won't go into that. But you ended up using a rather high-tech method on the first part that gives us kind of this creepy feeling that if you knew all the neurons and all of that, you'd have this feeling that Big Brother was watching you from all over. And what's nice about using the high tech, although you could have used the shiny floor, is that you went really low tech on the ending. And we can't let you slide on that. We really got to focus on that. But the ending could have been done 200 years ago. And the beginning part of it could only be done in probably the past 15 years or so, 15 or 20 years. It's a wonderful presentation. I like the way you had this humble quality with still the brains behind it and some very, very clever tricks. And that's what we think about this whole thing. But I don't know if you think that you fooled us. We'll have to see.
I think there's a reason why you're the best. I think you got me.
Well, thank you. Thanks so much. And next time you do this, consider the shiny floor.
That would be smart, yeah.
Sounds like they got you.
They did, they did. Thank you.
We sure love that, Ren. Thank you so much, Renex. Penn and Teller will not take on more magicians tonight. That's because they are our next magicians. See the legends themselves right after this. Quite a night. Let's have Penn close out the show. Everyone put your hands together for Penn.
Thank you. It's been 50 years I've been doing magic, 50 years, and I'm still an outsider. I'm still not really accepted by the magic community. I came to magic a little bit late. I was 20 years old, and most magicians start when they're children. Very young. And so my sensibility about magic is different than theirs. Because when you start as a child, your whole feeling about magic is gotcha. Gotcha. I know something you don't know. Gotcha. I can do something you can't do. Gotcha. I've got a secret and I gotcha. Gotcha. Now I started out in music and in juggling. And there's no gotcha in any of music. Or you don't finish a bass solo and go, gotcha. You don't finish a juggling trick and go, gotcha. You're doing something. It's a gift you're sharing with other people. There's no gotcha. There's no unpleasantness underneath it, no sourness of trying to put yourself above other people because you've pulled a trick on them. Now, during the lockdown, we weren't doing a lot of magic, so I kind of got back to my roots in juggling, but I didn't want to do the club juggling, which is what I used to do mostly, a lot of club juggling. I want to do balance juggling, because I've never done much of that, and also you can do balance juggling sitting down. So I worked on stuff. Now, there is one thing that's a little bit disingenuous about balance juggling, and that is people think that bigger things are harder to balance. You see a guy with a stepladder on his chin, and you're impressed by that. But actually, thank you, Teller, bigger things are actually easier to balance. I mean, right now, with no practice at all, you can take a broom, keep your eye on the top of it, and you'll be able to balance that right at home with no trouble. You can move around and everything. You can balance that forever. No practice, no skill, no nothing. When things are really tall, you can balance them easily. You have a lot of time to correct. Whereas something as small as this, which is a little smaller than the pencil we rehearsed with. Okay, it's okay. With a small thing like this, the balance becomes really okay. Good. I got lucky with that. But during lockdown, I want to do another trick. Now, you know people balance balls on their nose and on, mouth sticks and so on. But balancing a big ball, like a beach ball, is not that difficult. I mean, seals can do it, right? But to balance something the size of a ping pong ball is really amazing. No glitz, no hype, no nothing, just pure skill. Now, I've built this up a lot. I better be able to do it. Let me give it a try. Okay. The important part is where you start it. I want to get it right on the very tip. Nope. God. Let's go. And you see, this is just pure skill. But after 50 years hanging around with magicians, I kind of found a certain affection for gotcha. It's glued to my nose. You even look good in that book. You even look good with that one.
Thanks, Ben. If you're looking for more of TV's best magic, we got you covered.
Gotcha.
See more of the world's greatest magicians next time when Fool Us returns.